Hey, what up, nerds? Hello. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. How's it going?
How's everyone doing? Hello.
Deptini.
Hey, Teptig.
Hello.
Body, hello. Body rolling in. David on his third cup of coffee. Nerd time.
Nerd time. You know, I was just saying I'm gonna need a cup of coffee today because I've been like yawning. I've been sleepy. I've been very sleepy.
Camilla, it's good to see you. I'm starting work on my master thesis like right this second. Best of luck. You got this. You got this.
What's the topic? What do we got?
Right. It is time. It is game dev time.
It is.
Go.
Oh, so Temtek, I'm an imposter, but you're approving because I am wearing the right shirt. I love how you can, because of my hair, you can only see the butt. You can only see it covers everything except for the butt.
Oh, no. Lovely to see you too, Foddy. Thank you for joining us today. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Right, so since last time, we cooked a little bit. I have added extraction zones, a very simple version of an extraction zone to the game. And I've started playing with the horde collision mechanics. So I think that's where we'll start. We'll have a look at what I did in the tools that we have to try and make the group, like the zombie horde mechanics, look and feel nice. So let's do that.
Bum, bum. Art is an amazing thing, and I mean, I can't wait to see this. I can't wait to fast forward.
Yeah.
And see this in its full glory. I mean,
yeah, it's a long way, but hopefully we can add some really cool stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is crazy right now.
I think we should do it as is.
I think with the clown like that, just an outline, just like this.
And the Cheetos.
And the Cheetos definitely gonna make. Ship it. But yeah, so today I'm just gonna do a very, very basic tree. Just test. Very quick tree.
Good old tree. Maybe you could export one of those rocks too.
One of the what? Oh, the rocks.
See how they feel in 2D.
And you wanted like a droplet? Does the size of the droplet matter?
Yeah, it should be proportional to your character always.
But like the drops like I've drawn here, or like way bigger than this?
No, way bigger. Maybe like
the size of their eyeballs, or
the size of the doc's goggle ball.
Goggle ball.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try and add some VFX to the cure spreading. See how that feels in terms of communicating to the player that the cure is in fact spreading. Yeah. Before we get into that, so if you guys remember from last time, I'll revert my changes really quickly just so you guys can see. So I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna say that the Zombs collision. Oh,
Maka sneezed.
This is not what I want to do at all. I want to do this.
I think she stuck her little nose in the water fountain.
Okay. So this is what we had last time. Like just straight up collision detection on the zombies. So once they collide with one another, they stop as if they were colliding with like a wall. And if we add 100, okay, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. But if we look at this, you see like they're super stiff. They collide with other zombies and then they stop walking. They have these like hard stops and hard start on their movement. It feels really unnatural and rigid and weird, and they can't push each other and whatnot. So that's how it was before. Also, we're rocking 4.4.
Oh.
We have an integrated game window now. Very cool. Very cool. However, if I turn off zombie collision and I add this new soft collision logic that I added this morning, now we get this. So now they don't immediately collide with one another. So they can overlap in space, but they push away from each other. So if I add a bunch of zombies, you can see they no longer have that hard stop. They can bunch up a bit more, and they push each other around. And you see like how the horde uniformly moves with me now, instead of like some of them start walking, some are still stopped. It's way more natural.
That's awesome. That's awesome. It looks way better now.
Yeah. Now, this is still not the most performant technique. Basically, what I'm doing is every zombie has an area 2D, and then it checks for overlapping areas, so overlapping zombies, and tries to push them apart. It applies a push vector to each zombie so that they are pushed apart. So they're constantly trying to go to the player, but then being pushed apart by the system. There are some values that we can modify. For example, we could say that one zombie can only ever see another zombie. So if we do that, now they can only calculate the push force with one other zombie. As you can see, that breaks, but it's way more effective. It's way more efficient, sorry, like performance-wise. And we can like slowly increase this value. So now they can see 2 other zombies, 3 other zombies, 4 other zombies. And you see how they start pushing away better off from one another. But it's still way too jank. From testing, unfortunately, basically they have to handle every single collision or else it goes weird, which is a real shame. It breaks entirely.
I'm gonna interrupt you briefly, if that's okay. Crash King said something very cool here. You ever realize that streamers yell mods exactly like royalty yell guards? It's quite interchangeable. Which actually reminded me of a quote I saw the other day online about how you can stop negative thoughts. Like when you're having like negative thoughts, you just yell guards. So like like your mind,
to push away the thought.
Your mind guards are like guards, stop that thought. And that's apparently an effective strategy to combat negative thoughts.
Interesting. Need to try that.
So I thought that was funny. Also, hello Jacob.
Hey
How's
Jacob.
it going? And Jeff.
Hey Jeff.
Welcome.
Morning.
All right.
All right, hello.
Good to see you. We're not mods, we're guards. Literally how we're called. This is true. Jeff, gracias. Thank you for the farm.
The Code Monk mentioned.
Yeah. It's been a long time. Oh my gosh, go. Cuckoo's like just hanging out here.
Looks like a zombie blender, yeah. Yeah, I wanted to push these values as further down as I could so that it would be more performant. But in terms of like zombies, seeing other zombies, like they need to see every single calculation. Maybe. This is obviously a...
Oh, are you done, Cuckoo? Thank you.
A like invincible test, right? We could set it to 1 and it's weird now, but maybe if we were always on the move, like, because we actually have to run away from the zombies. You see, that looks fine. That looks absolutely fine. It's only when we stop that it starts getting weird. But if we stop, we'd be dead anyway, so maybe it would be a problem. I don't know.
They start going crazy. Look at them.
So yeah, if I say that a zombie can calculate collisions with 20 other zombies, it looks pretty good. They stop freaking out, which is great. Then another thing that I tried is to not calculate every zombie on every single frame.
Yeah. My friend there, that was very spammy. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Tempted. Let's not do walls of text, please. Thank you. There you go. Guards.
Yeah, so I wanted to add an interval so that each zombie calculates its collisions every other frame or every 2, 3 frames, etc. However, as soon as I add 1 frame interval, it is this. Which...
Oh, whoa!
is pretty weird.
Whoa, what an effect!
Pretty weird.
Holy.
They just kind of start shaking. I'm not sure why.
Shake, shake, shake.
Again, like these guys over here, they're fine. In the middle. But then some of them are shaking. If I can figure out why they're shaking, maybe this would work. But yeah, and if I try 2 frames...
Oh, that makes my brain hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
Desist, how's it going?
Hello.
Hello. Happy weekend. They keep
Shaking out of excitement.
they keep overshooting the target. Put a margin. Says Tempting.
They keep overshooting the target. I'm not sure I understand what you mean. They move towards the player every frame.
Ooh. Jana, hello. You're asking, are you adjusting the tick rate of your physics process function for the zombie movement interval calculation thing?
No. I'm not. So there's logic that determines where they want to go, and then there's logic that determines the collisions between each other, right? Should both of those have the frame interval? But then won't they like move, stop, move, stop, move, stop, and it'll do the same thing? We're moving them in physics process. Yeah. So we have this runs in physics process, but this push vector, this get push vector function, if I do the frame interval thing, will return 0 for 2 frames, let's say, and then it will return the push vector. So I assume that's why, right? So in that example where the collisions do every 3 frames, there would be 2 frames where they can move towards the player uninterrupted, and then on the 3rd frame they get pushed back, and then they can move freely, and then they get pushed back. I assume that's why the jitter is there. Yeah, Jacob, it would be a velocity towards the player. That's right. This is from the target. We could do that, yes. However, that would only work for actually reaching the player, right? So like if I do this like this, you see that here, this like flickering, the zombie that's on top of the player, that's because they're constantly trying to match the player but overshooting it. So that could have a condition to say, if you're X amount of distance from the player, just stop moving. You don't need to move anymore. And that would fix that. But it wouldn't fix this shake, because their target is always the player. That makes sense. The zombies do not collide with each other. Yeah, they don't have any collision between them. It's all done with vector math. As it stands, like if without the frame interval, so each zombie can calculate collisions with 20 other zombies. We can get 200 zombies, I believe, and it still holds up. If I turn on frames there, top right. Oh, they're going crazy. 200 zombies colliding with each other, and we're still at 60 FPS. Ooh. 200 zombies is a lot of zombies. Granted, there's nothing else going on in the game at the moment. But 200 zombies would probably be more than enough for what we're doing. Hey, TK.
TK, hello.
How's it going? Here, Mira. Hello, hello.
Good to see you guys.
A lot of zombies, yeah. I think this will be enough. Probably. I don't know why they're freaking out so much all of a sudden. But if I up it to 30, yeah. Yeah, it's all to do with how many other zombies can they see. Then we also have the push strength, so...
You just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Would never understand.
We're doing pretty good. How are you? Hope you're doing well. We can also play with a push strength. So a low push strength destroys everything because they don't have enough strength to push each other apart. If we do a high push strength, they barely overlap. So this one feels pretty good too. But then there's like a middle ground, like if I do 6, they can push together a bit more. If I exaggerate, do 20. They're super spread apart. And this is messing with my brain. This is trippy. Pretty good. It snowed a bunch, so just doing some chores before I eat lunch. Nice. Enjoy the foods. There's a zombie. Hello.
Hello.
We have a horde.
Yes. Made some breakfast burritos, sausage, scrambled eggs, cheese, hash brown salsa. My goodness. That sounds delicious.
So we need to add this collision system as well to the humans. Right now they're still on just using standard collisions, and as you can see, they look way, way worse. So we're going to be converting them. Love the pop sounds. Pop, pop, pop.
Like bubble wrap. I was just browsing the docs. Have you looked at space parameter?
Space parameter. Don't believe I have. No. Doodle-doo. 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 I'm using area 2D though. I'm not using standard collisions. Would that be to do with... Or is it this? Gravity? Gravity space override? No. It's probably to do with collisions, right? I would assume. Wind. What the heck?
Wind? I mean, you might have a windy map.
True. Linear damp. I have no idea what this description means.
I knew it.
Doodle-doodle-doodle-it.
Never gets old, doesn't it? Does it? Doesn't it?
What?
Don't worry, I'm just questioning my language. Don't worry about it. Ooh, you shared the burritos? I want to see.
I see it. I see it, TK.
I need to see these burritos.
Jealous.
Holy! I mean, what if we just go down to the shop later and I get us some ingredients, and then tomorrow we can do breakfast burritos
Sounds
inspired
good.
by TK. Nope.
Make the player just like a zombie in terms of movement and add it to the flock. I don't think that'll be necessary. I understand what you mean, because at the moment,
Low and slow on the eggs.
because
Gotcha.
the player's invulnerable, they like overlap the player. So I understand what you're saying, that it looks broken, but in reality, when you're actually playing the game, if the zombie collides with you, it hurts you. And you want the ability for the player to move through zombies. So if they get hit, it does your classic, like the player sprite would start flashing and give them invulnerability frames, so they can get through zombies.
Let's see if I get the sound. No. Didn't get the oop. Tempting, you saw a woodpecker! Oh, that's awesome. I've definitely been more into bird watching. As in, like, I appreciate it now when I see a bird.
No, we're getting old. No.
Is this a normal amount of zombies for the start of the game?
No, definitely not.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think this we're testing the limits.
There's actually an issue though. Let me see if I can
An issue?
show it.
We haven't even started yet.
Okay, So you see how far these zombies are moving? Like if I run away, so I'll do this, and then I'm gonna run away in one direction.
Not the band.
And you can see that the player runs way faster than the zombie, right?
Uh-huh.
But now if I add a few more, I'm just gonna do this. Okay, 22 zombies. I'm gonna let them bunch up a little bit. And now I'm gonna try to run away again. You see how they're keeping up with me way more?
And why is this?
Like I can't outrun the ones at the outer bound of the horde. Because they are pushing each other.
Are some of them getting pushed towards you?
Yes. Which means the zombies have a speed stat, but because they're pushing each other, and the ones that are on the side of the horde that I'm running to are getting pushed towards me, they go faster than their speed allows.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
See fighting. No pun intended.
Hey Louise, hello.
Louise, hello. Good to see ya.
Yeah, there's a lot of Z fighting right there.
Kira says, I know the player stays in the center screen, but if they're in a big group like that, would you consider adding, even as an optional thing players could check off, for an outline or something to mark where the player is, especially if they go in front of the player like that? Right, so you don't lose track of yourself.
Sure. Yeah, I would consider that. If it proves necessary. I wouldn't make those decisions at the moment.
Yeah, just because right now you're exaggerating. You just want to...
Yeah, right now you can't get hurt, right? That's the big thing. Is like, I'm doing this. Yes, I'm in the middle of the horde. But realistically... You would be there if you're in this position, yeah, you've lost. You've lost the game.
Yeah, you don't want it to get to that.
Jones, hello.
Oh my god, the double raid.
Oh my god, 8-bits abide as well. Hello, how's it going?
Jeep, and thank you for your fart. Hello, hello.
Happy Saturday. I hope you both had a beautiful stream.
Beautiful and wonderful stream.
Hey, Brent.
And Dakota, gracias. Thank you for your fart.
Jones, I saw that you are...
Thank you for the hydration.
You're starting a new game. Huge congratulations on the release of your game. Well done. I had a look at the trailer and everything. Pretty freaking awesome. Congrats. Can we get some yays for Jones?
Let's get some yays.
They've released a whole game on Steam.
Where's my yays? Oh, here's my yays. Also, Silver Eclipse, thank you for your fart. And David, thank you for your fart as well.
There we go.
There was much rejoiced. Job well done.
Jeff, thank you for the fart. G, thank you for your fart. And Mr. Zombie, gracias, thank you for your farts.
Full standing ovation. I love it.
Temtec, thank you, gracias.
And 8-bit as well. Thank you so much for rating in. I hope all is well.
Thank you for the farts. Oh goodness, it's a fart party now. I missed the game name. Can someone link it? Link the game.
The game is called Grand Fantasy Heroes, I believe.
Gracias, Jeepin, for your fart. Thank you.
Give me 1 second here.
I've been frozen.
Grand
Boom.
Fantasy Heroes.
Apology says, what are we celebrating? I just arrived. We're linking the game as
yes.
we speak.
We're celebrating the release of this game by Jones, who just rated in. One-man team. They did all the programming, all the art, I believe.
Yeah.
Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure. and it looks really awesome.
Also, you've been mustached.
What? Wear a mustache. No.
Oh, look at the Cassini!
That's not an option.
Look at the fart screen is working.
This is not an option.
Oxy, no, thank you for the
This is not allowed.
Nice frog crap. Thank you. Happy undead peeps. Hello, Brainoid. You know exactly what I mean. Look, the fart screen's still going strong.
Oh, because like a ton of people farted.
Yes.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, there's Temptic. It says, gotta hop off line and get myself ready for work. Have a great rest of stream. Congrats, Jones, on your game. Yes, thank you so much, 8-Bit.
Thank you, 8-Bit. Have a great rest of the day.
Yeah, good luck with work. Reminds me of Super Mario Frog Suit.
Thank you for the posture check as well.
One step closer to looking like this guy. Yeah, everyone joining. Hello, we are Two Nerdy Nerds.
This is true.
Thank you so much for joining us. And we're working on this thing, which is a zombie-themed roguelike. We're just starting out the project. And we've been discussing horde behavior. Trying to make the horde and the collisions between the zombies feel decent. Hope everyone's having an awesome day. Wish I could make a game. Mr. Grimm, it takes a while. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It takes a while to get comfortable with it, but it is definitely possible. You just gotta put in the time, you know? Watch some YouTube videos, learn some basics, and then just keep playing with it.
Then just do it.
Just do it. Yep. That's how it works, you know? There's no cheat code. You just gotta do it.
I wish there was a cheat code, but yeah, this is very true. You really just gotta do it.
Don't let your dreams be memes.
Don't let your dreams be memes.
I've made mods. Yeah, that's a great start. Yeah. Making mods, recreating like existing simple games like Pac-Man or Super Mario or something, just to get familiar with the tools and then go from there.
Oh,
Hi, tomatoes.
tomatoes! Happy Saturday. Welcome, tomato. Just did a little Cassini. Or did I?
Pac-Man is hard. Yeah. I've never done Pac-Man, to be fair. So I don't know if it's the best example. But you know, when you don't have to concern yourself with game design and you can just focus on the technical side of it, it can help narrow down the cognitive load, right? So you can just focus on learning the engine rather than worrying about designing a game on top of that. And the beauty of it is if you do an exact replication of Pac-Man, an exact replica of Pac-Man, you can still, you now know the code base, so you can put your own spin on it super easily. You can add power-ups or something. Make weird enemies, that type of stuff.
Yeah. Brayden says, here's your Steam short description. A roguelike zombie horde healer where you play as a scientist trying to bring undead back to living.
Nice. Makes sense to
Just
me.
noticed the giant beard.
Okay, let's make it so that the... Oh, right, we were talking about the speed, right? I don't know how I'm gonna handle this speed thing.
The duel has ended abruptly. Oh no.
The fact that the zombies push each other, so it's pretty much impossible to outrun them. I could put a speed cap on the zombies so that if they're being pushed...
Thank you for the Maca treat redeem. Everyone, would you like to meet Maca? Who hasn't met Maca? I think it's time everyone else gets to meet Makuku.
Oh my goodness.
Snap! Welcome, Raiders! You have arrived at
what is happening?
Makuku feeding time. Everybody, we're two nerdy nerds, and this is Maca.
Ryan Art, please don't worry about my mustache. Hello. How's it going? Thank you so much for that raid. We're feeding the cat some treats.
Someone redeemed the cat treat, we're doing as we're told.
Like Celine said, hi, we're two nerdy nerds.
What mustache?
We're trying to make some games over here. This one over here, we released at the end of last year, which was very exciting. And now we're doing some other stuff.
You got a good crunch.
Yeah, Ryan, I hope your stream went great. If there's anything you want to talk about or share, please feel free to do that. Links are disabled in chat, but you can DM me any links if you'd like, and I'll share them myself.
Thank you for the kitty cat treat redeem. Maca appreciates it.
Oh my
Oh my goodness. Symbol, thank you for redeeming the pizza debate. I forgot we had this enabled, to be quite honest with you.
That's another thing that happens here. The nerds can fight over if pineapple deserves to be on pizza or not. Wow, that's a lot of pineapples. Yes. Really?
You know, at this point in time, I think we might. I think I just need to accept defeat and know that you guys all just love fruit on pizza.
That is unheard of. That is 100% for pineapples on pizza. That is crazy. Yes. First time this ever happened.
Also, if you guys who are new to the channel want to see some game dev, do stick around. We will be getting back to game dev. I do promise this. And also
just
some
because
art.
I like my pineapple on my pizza and my steak well done, that doesn't mean you can persecute me.
There it is. Panda Coders, good to see you. I saw that you did send a message. Let me see if I can scroll up to find it.
31-1. That was. I think we can retire. I think there is not a debate to be had here. This is just how it is, and I must accept it.
I opened the stream.
Game dev in the game dev
I don't know
channel.
what Panda Coder was saying.
Let's resume.
Yes.
Wow, game! Down here next to me is what I'm drawing. I'm just doodling a tree real quick so we can put a tree into the game. We have just started, by the way. Yeah, this is me drawing my tree. Thank you for that follow.
Beautiful tree.
Yeah. I'm not going to spend too long on it. I'm just going to... I do want to give it some color so like the vibes are still there, but it's going to be like pretty chill.
Sure. And Ryan said, I was working on the tower defense card game Woods of War. Let's check that out. Woods of War. Once again, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. And thank you to all of you who, choose to stick around as well. Good to have y'all. I came in mid-sentence and the part of the sentence I heard made no sense to me. Oh no.
Here we go. Woods of War. Oh my god.
Hello?
What is happening?
Hello, everybody.
Captain Coder,
Happy
hello.
Monday. Isn't it Saturday?
What is
What day? Or is it Sunday? I don't know what day we're living in.
Happy
but
Monday, Cap.
Happy Monday. Raid Central.
I don't know what's happening.
We've been blessed by the raid gods today.
Yeah.
Always Monday down here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I get you. That's the vibes.
How's it going, Cap? Hope you had a great stream. Dungeon crawling. I saw a lot of unit testing, and there was some UI stuff. I'm so sorry you have to do UI stuff.
We'll have to do UI stuff eventually. Thank you for that big emote.
But yes, we were checking this out. This is crazy. This is so many raids. We were checking out Woods of War by Ryan. Here it is. We got a tower defense with some pretty impressive pixel art right here. Check this out.
Holy,
look at this card art.
That is insane.
Wow.
And that
I
tree,
love the card.
That tree's like scary, but in a good way. But
Yeah.
also kind of handsome.
The card art, like coming out of the card, is so cool.
That is so cool. Captain says adding in some tests so that I hopefully stop breaking things when I add new features. That, you know,
Nice.
that sounds productive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It sounds like a wise decision.
Yeah.
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 For me, when it comes to unit tests and game development, I have to do a don't follow my example type deal, because I've never wrote a single unit test for my game dev code, but it does sound great. Oh, that sword looks sick. This looks
That's so
really
cool.
cool.
The detail is so cool.
Yeah.
It's so impressive.
Very nice. I'm gonna go ahead and add that to my wish list, and you should do it as well. It's looking pretty cool. Well done, Ryan. No worries. It's important if you're the only person writing code, right? It's more important when you have multiple people / coming back to a previous project. Yeah. But you know, when it comes to game dev, and working by yourself, it depends how serious you are about a project. But you always got to keep the consideration in the back of your mind that if you do well enough, and if you release your game and it does well, you're probably going to get approached by some publishers that want to port your game or something like that. So a neat code base and unit test would go a long way into reducing the time necessary to port the game, which means lower costs, which means happy you. So, yeah. Unit testing is like writing code twice. I hate it. It can be quite cumbersome, yeah. Oh, I only have 10 more seconds on my mustache.
That's not your real mustache?
I'm free.
I kind of want to keep the frog hat. It's a vibe.
Free.
I'm gonna vibe with the frog hat.
I was writing code for like a space shuttle. I had unit testing.
Thank you for the follow. Long time no see.
Hello, hello.
Well, hello.
Okay, so again, to reiterate our problem here, we've added a system where the zombie collision, for them to get a natural feeling horde movement behavior,
Ambi, thank you so much.
when you have 2 zombies, or let's say even 3 zombies that overlap each other, they get a push vector applied to them so that they stop overlapping, right? The problem is, if the player, say the player was here and they were running in this direction, because all 3 zombies are gonna be converging on the player, the zombie that's ahead of the other 2 will get a stronger push applied, because both of these zombies are pushing this one towards the player, which means they will move faster than intended, which is a problem, because if you're trying to balance the speed of the player versus the speed of the zombies, but they can go faster than intended because they're being pushed by everything else, it's no good. It's no good. So how do we fix it? I think the first thing to try is to cap the max speed of the zombies. But I think that will break things. That will break the whole pushing apart situation.
You don't want to break them apart. That's so tragic. And also, yeah, just wanted to say that, yes, our Cat Cafe game has been released. It is on Steam.
That's right.
We completed it. A whole complete game.
Yep.
Out in the world.
It's pretty insane, but we did it. We did it. And that's this game right here.
Thank you so much for that.
It is an arcadey, cozy game where you get to stack sandwiches and befriend some cats and run a cat cafe. So yeah, if that sounds like your kind of thing, check it out.
And Ken there, thank you again for the follow. You're saying, yeah, I've seen that happen in games before. The guy in front tends to get warped on top of you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And our whole game revolves around like maneuvering. If you've ever played Vampire Survivors or Rotato or something like that, the game revolves around outmaneuvering your
Opponents.
dumb enemies, right?
Yeah.
You have to path correctly and dodge and try to not get hit. As soon as the enemies are faster than you and they're just always beelining towards your position, now you can no longer outplay the game, right? Because the zombie will no matter what reach your position, which is not good. So we need to fix that somehow. Thinking of shifting to Lua from Godot. Might get some niche Lua jobs. Godot got no job scene or very little niche stuff. Yeah, I think Godot is certainly rising in popularity, but I think you're right in terms
Still
of
difficult
actual jobs.
of like job market.
Yeah. I reckon in the coming years that might change a good bit, because there's some bigger companies that are going to release like full, I would say like premium indie titles in Godot. So it might start to shift. It looks nice. You guys are leveling up. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Ambiel's asking, so it's a roguelite? I think someone had asked earlier the difference between a roguelite and a roguelike.
Right.
As well. So
yeah, I would consider it a roguelike for sure. It will have meta progression, but we're going to do our best to have the meta progression not always be tied to a power increase necessarily, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to be upgrading your speed or your attack power or something like that. You will be unlocking new content. So if you think of Risk of Rain or Binding of Isaac, games like that, you're going to be unlocking more content to keep the game fresh. And the the difficulty and power level might go up, but it'll still be, the goal is still for it to be just as hard.
Yeah. Ryan says, I'm gonna go crash. Thank you for being gracious hosts.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And yeah, hope you can get some rest and have a good rest of the day.
Sammy says, as I recall in Vampire Survivors, this problem wasn't corrected. I've been mistaken, but enemies will get a push acceleration from other enemies.
Basically, they got wrecked.
Yeah, I don't know if basic enemies do that. There are... I believe that has the concept of weight. So if there is a heavier enemy, it can push other ones towards you. But I think the normal just minions might have it corrected, I think. But I don't know 100% either. Apparently Celia Spire 2 is now in Godot. Yeah, exactly. When you think about the fact that Godot is free to use, if it's proven from a commercial sense, we might see bigger companies start to play with it, right? So there might be some new jobs coming up. What other stuff did you guys do? Did you take part in jams?
We
Yes.
did a couple of jams, towards the end of the year, and we did one with Goob recently.
We
as well.
did, yeah. You can find those as well. There's a itch link below if you're interested.
Yeah, you can check out all of our jam entries there if you want.
Yeah. We did a cutesy puzzle game. It's like a memory game. Pump up the jammies.
This was the 2-day jam for Tobuga.
Yeah. Super proud of us for this one. It looks awesome.
Yeah.
And that was with Mize.
With the lovely Mize.
Yeah.
Or MMYZ.
MMYC. And with Goob, more recently, we did a pinball game.
This is real well.
Wild West pinball game. Which also very, very proud of it. So if you want to try any of those, they are playable in the browser. Have a look.
Also, how do we share each other's screens, and if we have two separate desktops? Well, all the stream stuff is done through Bernardo's PC, and I am drawing on an iPad, and I am like streaming the iPad to his PC via an app. Yes.
Yeah, under the stream, under specs, you can see the app that we use to stream the iPad to my PC.
The Goop stopped streaming. Haven't seen him on in a while. I believe Goop might have taken a little break.
Yeah, we haven't seen him around either.
I think if you check his Blue Sky, I think I saw a post that he said he was going to take
I see.
bit of a break.
Breaks are important, you know.
True. Tricky lady. Hello.
Hey, tricky lady.
You guys broke him working on the game. Hey.
It was a lot of work, you know.
It was a lot of work. Yeah.
And we won, you know. Maybe Goob was just like, I'm a jam winner. I'm gonna.
He retired.
Yeah. Time to retire. I'm gonna move to Hawaii. I don't know. He's living the dream. Okay, so let's try clamping the velocity, right? So if we do velocity, no, we don't want to clamp. What do we want? We want to make it so that the length of the vector
What have I done?
is clamped. Limit length. There we go. And then we can use the speed of the zombie. Now, does this return a new one? Returns the vector. Okay. So we're going to go velocity equals the limit velocity. Okay.
I've done. Ah! sorry, excuse.
Okay. So if we just do that with 2, that works great. Fine. Let's add some more.
I just discovered something cool that I could do.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could actually now have artboards in Photoshop, so I can now save all the assets in one thing for height purposes.
Okay, this still looks good. And now we can easily outrun them still. Okay, now let's add 100. See what's up. You guys are low-key a powerhouse. Graphics plus code. Thank you. Yeah.
Honestly, we do like to remind you guys, especially if you're solo devs, that we are 2 people doing 2 completely different jobs to make a game happen. So that is why you might see us progress a bit faster than what you'd expect, but
Yeah.
We're 2 people. We're doing, like, I'm doing a lot of all the sprites and artwork behind the scenes, even though at the moment I'm just working on placeholders. It will still mean that the game will take like visual shape much quicker.
Yeah.
Don't be discouraged.
And just to a bit of background on where we started. The team up was really the reason why we even started game dev, right?
Yes.
You know, we're gamers. We're always playing games. And a few years ago, we were playing Vampire Survivors, and it's such an elegant and fun game. Like, it's simple, but it's polished and very fun. And we thought, you know, technically we have the skills to make a game, so why don't we just try it?
Yeah.
And yeah, here we are.
And voila.
We just kept at it. It's been like 2.5 years now.
Yeah.
Um,
With one complete game under a belt.
Yeah, one
That's
published
good.
game after 2.5 years. Not bad.
Huge.
That would look so scary at nighttime. Yeah, we definitely need like a day-night cycle of some sort. That would be really cool. Note to self, get a girlfriend that's good at art. Life hack.
Life hack. I want to save a PNG. That's what I want to save. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just need...
That's one of the pieces of advice that you'll find on the internet is don't go at it alone. Which is easier said than done.
True.
Like finding a partner for your project. You know, it involves a lot more than just the skills for the game dev itself, right? You need the chemistry, you need the trust. So it's very difficult.
Yeah.
But have to be honest, it does help. It does help. Like Celine said, the fact that I can be coding the game, and at the same time, Celine is making it visually pleasing. It really helps with my motivation to keep going.
Yeah.
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 I don't know if I could do it alone. I have to be honest. Cellini. I think the limit length actually worked. Like, this feels fine, right? They're still avoiding each other. They're colliding just fine. And I can run away and outpace them as expected.
Yeah.
And their behavior seems decent. I think this worked.
And I have saved a tree in the in the folder. Game assets, visual, environment, nature tests.
I actually quite like when they go through a choke point. It actually looks cool because they all get funneled in, and then they spread out after.
Well, that's what one of the things that I'm really hoping that we can do now. That we've gone this route and that we get the chance to redo the maps and stuff. The like we were saying, the pathing. You know, make it actually fun to funnel the zombies. Like, try to like be clever about where you're walking and like try to be cheeky, you know, and help you manage the horde in a way.
Okay, I'm going to commit that. Improved zombie soft collisions. I'm solo for now, just because RL stuff. But yeah, I'd like to work with another at some point in the future. Just for extra fun. Yeah. Yeah, it's not just about, you know, the programming and art side of it. The fact that we're a team immediately adds some accountability, and like knowing that you're working on the game with someone else gives you an extra boost to keep going.
Yeah.
To like keep each other motivated to keep going.
Yeah.
Is also really important. And of course, you always have someone to bounce ideas off of, which is also cool.
This is true. If all the ideas were up to me, they would be way too silly. See, I need you to keep the game grounded, and then you need me to add some weird stuff. To keep
shout out to Silly out there.
Keep it weird. How long did you guys work on the cat game? I'd say about a year.
Yeah, all in all, it was a year of work.
Yeah.
Of, you know, part-time hobbyist work.
Yeah.
Hey, Johnson.
Good morning, fellow squanchers. Good morning. For those who might be confused by the term squanching, it means squashing and stretching.
Yes.
Animation.
Yep. Johnson, good to see you. I had the pleasure to catch up with Jotson's stream and his game Ridiculous Shipping, which is looking quite nice.
Yeah? Cool.
Has a trailer now that looks very juicy. Yeah, Jotson was adding a day-night cycle actually, and it looked very nice. I think we'll be able to do it as well.
Yeah, I hope so.
Either we'll have the sun moving throughout the run, or like different maps will be at different times of day.
Yeah.
If we want like more control over the visuals and the color palette, we'll have like one map that's always at night, one map that's always at dawn type of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We can have Dawn of the Dead map.
Yeah.
Get it? Get it?
Jotson, I actually did have a question for you. And if you're just lurking,
Whoa,
please
that zombie just came out of nowhere.
feel free to ignore any of this. When I was in your stream, you were on like a muddy or like a dirt island, right? What happened to the other map, like the harbor map that you had before? Is that just a different level in the game? Or did you do away with that map? Because I thought the trailer looked great, but visually speaking, I thought the map that you had before fit the shipping theme better, and it was like more visually appealing. Obviously, that's my opinion. I just thought it was interesting that for your trailer you used that like dirt map, which didn't invoke as much like the whole shipping feel.
I need to see this trailer. I have not seen it.
Again, that's my opinion. I thought that was interesting.
I want to see my tree.
I'll get to that in a second. I need to quickly fix the situation where if a zombie is close enough to the player, it needs to just stop instead of going bananas. It needs to just stop.
Stop it.
So to do that, we need to know the distance to the player. And we want to try to be quite efficient with this, because we're already getting the direction. I could get the distance to the player as well. I could do this, player distance. And then do distance to... And maybe we can start with this. There's no point in optimizing before it's a problem.
Oh no, Cuckoo. Don't even think about it, kitty cat. No. My desk is off limits.
Do I already have distance? What's happening?
Maka.
Can assign a value of type float. Oh, right. It's a float.
No, you can't sit there. You can walk on by, but you can't sit. Get brushed.
So if we do this, and then we say if player distance is less than... Let's start with like 10.
Tail is like a shark fin. I'm just gonna brush her for a few minutes so she gets the attention that she wants. Sorry that you guys only see her butt.
If direction and player distance is bigger than 10. Let's try it like this. Okay, 10 is... Okay, that's 10 meters. Yeah, that's...
Humanoid, thank you for that.
That's not gonna work, is it? Let's try half a meter.
Wowzers! How's it going? Thank you for stopping by. So much kitty cat floof.
Maybe 0.8.
She really needed a brush.
They're still being weirdos.
Wish my bro's cat like brushing as much, just runs away. I mean, I'm not gonna say that she loves it. She likes it when I brush her back, but that's about it. Like if I start to brush her sides or yeah, her belly, forget about it. She likes her back brushed. Oh, I understand now also. It's starting to get warmer, so I think she's now shedding her winter fur. So she needs to be brushed. Belly scared. Sacred, yes.
So this stops them from overlapping over the player sprite. They still do a weird little dance.
They just want a boogie?
Looks like. And if we add a ton, what happens? Yeah, they do this weird shaking. How am I gonna fix that?
Make it a feature?
That's because they're all pushing each other, right? So they've reached their target, but now they're all pushing away from each other.
But also they're being affected by the others getting pushed as well, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. All right. Oh, have you had enough brushing, Cuckoo? Okay, okay.
So like the horde is pushing them in, and then they're pushing them out, and then they're pushing them in. So it creates this flickering. You can make them stop a certain distance from the player in the agent settings. We're not using pathfinding at all. They just move towards the player. That's it. Like, super simple. I should probably try a version with actual pathfinding and see how performant it would be. That would probably be smart.
Try a version with pathfinding.
Because right now they just move towards the player, and they have like a soft collision custom physics thing.
Maka, okay, now that you are brushed, can you return to your spot? Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so if I go towards a wall, you can see they just run straight at the wall, and like eventually they push themselves around it, but they don't pathfind around it. So if we want to give them brain cells to get around things, maybe pathfinding would be something we want to do. But we need like 200 zombies or more in a level, all pathfinding, all colliding with each other. It's gonna be interesting. Let's just say that.
Oh,
Macacam.
We have got a Macacam redeem.
Stop zombies when close enough
This is Maka.
to the player.
I just brushed her. She is the embodiment of violencia and death, but also cuteness.
Soft collision thingy seems to work well. Have that collide with a player too. I may end up doing that for sure. I want to implement the.
My cat takes exception to your cat.
I want to implement player health and attacks and invulnerability frames and things like that first. Because the idea is if the player is surrounded, they'll get hit, but they'll get invulnerability frames, and then they can run through the zombies. They'll have like a second or something where they can run through enemies. And that would mean that the player is running through the zombies and pushing them away, which I'm not sure I would want that, but I'll probably end up testing it. Okay, let's get this tree in the game. Assets. This would be a sprite. I'm gonna make a trees folder because I assume we'll have a few. Environment, nature, tree. Oh yeah, did they change that thing? They did.
The 4.4?
They updated the file system so you can drag in the folder you want. You don't have to select it before you drag in the file. Huge. Huge.
With a tiered Pathfinder, I've gotten something like 5,000 entities to work simultaneously. I'm not sure what Godot's Pathfinder looks like.
Okay. I have never tested it myself either, so I don't know.
Hi, Cuckoo.
So a tree would be a static body. It would have a camera facing sprite. We've created a little parent node to have that behavior because we're not using actual billboards. So if we do this, we get this. So then we do this. Oh. Like this. Right, where do we save this? I guess in levels, let's make an objects folder. And then in there we can make a tree. Collision will be on the object. And it won't look for anything. So now we need a collision shape. What would that shape be? Cylinder? I don't know. We'll see about that. Level test. Have some obstacles here. I'll just try and keep it tidy. Node 3D. Trees. Then we instantiate a tree. And we place it somewhere. Oh, it has that thing at the top. I've seen that before. Our prototype was doing that as well.
Sorry, I just scooped her. I'm sorry, I scooped you.
Collisions on things like this are going to be interesting.
Giving me the death stare. I'm kind of scared, I'm not gonna lie.
Uh-oh.
I just wanted to scoop you.
From a like perspective thing, how what are we thinking?
Perspective wise, I think it's so odd seeing it kind of shrink.
Yeah,
but I feel
something
like
is off about it.
It might also be because it's so small. Like it's alone. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. It's all alone.
Yeah, let's add some more.
Make a forest. Or 3 trees. 3 tree fort. I think that helps.
I feel like the taller it is, the more you can tell that it's slanted. In the world.
Switch to orthographic camera instead of perspective.
Yeah, we've done that before. There's just something I don't like about that.
I thought we tested it and you said it was gonna be, could be a possibility. You didn't dislike it.
Maybe.
Oh, just zooming in on the feet. What's going on there?
It loses the 3D charm, I think.
Checking if the feet be feeding. Yeah.
It certainly fixes the perspective problem with the trees, yes. But you also...
Why do you see that weird little line at the top of the tree?
You know, that's a good question.
The agony of defeat. Feet are against terms of service. No.
There's something that we did before that fixed it. I mean, could it be the sprite? Is it possible that it's something with the sprite?
I'm telling you, this time is definitely not the sprite.
It's not the sprite, okay.
No. It can't be.
Oh, that changed the color of that line.
Yeah, there's no extra line in the thing.
Catherine, hello.
Welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid.
Potato.
Potato, hello. Jodson's asking if there's empty pixels all around the edges of the tree texture. It is... Yeah, it's
like does it have padding?
It's a PNG with some padding on it, yeah. With like 10 pixels of padding. A raid in this stream?
How's it going, Catherine? Hope you had a great stream.
Hello.
I hope the 100 games in a year is going well.
Wowzers. Tomatoes. Thank you so much for that fight.
Thank you for the biddies.
Welcome on in for a second time. Have you come for a rematch?
Forgot I have a raid emote now. Nice. I was gonna say, is that a slice of cheese? But
a slice of cheese.
I now see as a post-it.
The
that makes sense.
The cheese raid. The raid cheese. The raid cheese.
It's silly.
Oh. Silly hello. Also, it seems like our duels are broken in stream avatars.
It's not my fault. It was great. My button room game is coming along, but I'm having so much fun. I don't want to finish it. Yeah, I saw it by your stream for a bit, but I only caught most of the coding. I didn't actually see the game. I saw that you had buttons, but I didn't see the game in motion. What's the idea for the buttons? What do they do?
Oh, I missed. We're dueling it out.
Oh, it worked?
Yeah, it finally worked. Mysterious button things. You'll be shocked, but they can be pressed.
So
I missed again.
So the sprite has...
Oh no. You win this time, Tomatoes. I'm still convinced that you're hacking here. Just saying.
Let me... Okay.
So easy.
Hold up.
I'm definitely suspicious, Tomatoes, because you have literally won every single duel
suspicious.
in the last month or so, I want to say. This is definitely suspicious here. This is, I don't know, man. I didn't know
shocked, but
nerds
they
can
can
grow this cute.
The buttons can be pressed. That is amazing.
Yeah.
Trap the player in a room with walls full of buttons. The buttons all do different and absurd things. Nice. It's like escape room with a bunch of buttons.
You know what else is cute?
Bro.
It's cute. Look at her feet.
I'm gonna try something. Face blocked by UI.
She's getting Mike Wazowski.
Our trailer was Mike Wazowski.
You've eaten very tasty barbecue chicken. Oh. Okay. No! No! No, don't take over my desk. You fiend. Go back. Go back to your spot.
Okay, I'm gonna export a little test to see if it makes a difference.
What? Tomatoes won again? See? Okay, now I'm convinced. Someone needs to beat Tomatoes at a duel. No one can beat the mighty anti-tomato.
Thus. Tempted you had some very tasty barbecue chicken. Damn.
Potato's gonna try to beat Tomatoes now. Potato versus Tomato. Who shall win? It didn't work? Yeah, I think there's something odd going on with the duel. It's somehow like not finding targets. Yeah, there's something sussy going on with stream avatars today.
Yeah. Don't look at me. Nothing I can
You're
do
the
about
one with the with the controls. Do I not exist?
Okay. So I think Jotson had the right idea.
What happened?
So Jotson asked, are there empty pixels all around the edges of the tree texture? And they were not all around. As in
so
the tree
bottom,
trunk.
Yeah, the bottom was touching the yes.
Yeah. So I added like 2 transparent pixels at the bottom
of the tree.
And for some reason...
That fixed it.
Yeah.
So was it that the bottom was starting to show through on the top for some bizarre reason?
Yeah.
Maybe?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Just 3D things.
Potato, I believe in you. I believe you're real. Tomato.
Okay, what about Cult of the Lamb?
What do they do? I don't think they have full trees.
They must have trees.
They do, but I think they have it on the outside.
Right.
I'm not sure they have full trees. But like in Don't Starve, they have them, but it's
you can.
different.
I think they do. The place where you have your camp, you can like chop down trees, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there we go.
They're like 8 times the height of the character, though.
But they're also nowhere near as slanted.
No.
Is it because in Cult of the Lamb you can see way further out into the horizon? So, okay, so if we went over to
Don't Starve trees are
config.
the best, especially when they come alive and beat you. That's the best part. Yeah, I mean, Don't Starve and Cult of the Lamb have very different ways of tackling the camera. They're very different perspectives.
Yeah.
I don't think mixing them would work.
Isn't Don't Starve orthogonal?
I think
Pretty sure.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about that game. Something stopped me from trying it. Cult of the Lamb. It's not for everyone.
Yeah, honestly, I did give it a try. I think I played for maybe 2 hours or something like that. But I lost interest very quickly as well. Maybe not even 2 hours, maybe like an hour. I thought the game looked really nice and it was incredibly polished. But the gameplay, like the actual run bit where you have the combat and stuff, I didn't find it enjoyable at all. Like the quote-unquote roguelike part of it, I didn't.
Which is the part
really
you were
like it.
most interested in. See, like I
Yeah.
like the base building and the silliness and the look of it. I'm not. I don't put a lot of importance in the combat. It just has to be good, but I'm not. That's not why I play games.
Tomato cosplay has been requested.
Oh snap!
There we go.
I think this camera view here is too much.
It's too much, but you can see how the trees work way better, right?
Yeah.
So it was at 60 before. At 45. Maybe something like this could work. It also helps with the buildings a little bit. I think the buildings suffer from that. Because like when you're looking at them from too far above, most of what you see is the roof and you don't see the walls at all.
Yeah. Do the trees need to be much taller? I wonder if I made it too short.
Yeah. Yeah, because they look like tall trees, as in like
Yeah,
pine,
I just
right?
didn't want to
Yeah.
make it ginormous,
Sure.
and then it was crazy. But I think it just feels like a tiny little Christmas tree.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I feel like the trees look fine in this perspective. And we were at 60, so we can still try 50. Yeah, we're starting to see that they look slanted, but they still look okay.
Google, don't think about it.
Hmm.
Crazy. I was crazy once.
What do you mean once?
Oh goodness. Can you scale up the tree a bit just to see if a bigger tree would look better?
Yeah.
Or no?
I sure can.
Maybe it's a field of view thing.
Yeah, we could also play with field of view. That's very, very true. Okay, tree, sprite.
I mean, do it like 2x it. See if like that's just like crazy big, like too much.
Transform 2x.
Is that better? Is that too big?
I think that is too big.
It's like in some ways it feels better, and in other ways it's what I wanted to avoid, which is I feel like it's blocking your view of everything else around it. But in some ways I like it.
Yeah,
You
we
know?
wouldn't, because we wouldn't have a ton of them in the map, right? Like there'll be a bunch around the map probably, but within the map we only have a few. Or maybe there's just a wooded area as well within the map.
Yeah. Okay, definitely not bigger than that. That is, I would say, the
Yeah,
absolute
let me
max.
try like a middle ground. So 1.5.
I made a new friend today. Look, potato and tomatoes getting along. Over a nice little reference there. I don't know it. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that looks quite good.
Will you maybe make a potato zombie following you? I think we will definitely be adding some of you guys in the game if you're willing to let us do that. They should become transparent if they're behind them like Diablo.
Yeah, for sure. I like the idea of it hiding zombies because, classic.
Yeah.
But yeah, if the player is ever behind the sprite, they should either fully, like the whole sprite go semi-transparent, or maybe we can use shaders to actually have the transparency only be directly in front of the player sprite, like a little circle would get cut out, as opposed to the entire tree going transparent.
Yeah. What should I addition? I think we're gonna be looking at populating different kinds of characters definitely a couple months ahead.
Yeah.
But there will definitely come a time where we're just gonna be adding variety of zombie characters, and then we'll be able to put you guys in.
Yeah, before we can have that zombie variety, we need to be very confident in how we're doing animation.
Yes.
Once we have that figured out, then we can actually
just start rolling it out.
Start adding a bunch of different zombies.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure we won't have dozens and dozens, but we want enough that there's not too many repeats on the screen.
Yeah. You can use me for your royalties 10%. Hey, you had to try.
Let's try the FOV. So right now it's at 75%. So if we add more, you get more of this fisheye thing.
How much do I have to pay to be on the list, kind rulers of the world? No, potato. Look, I'll put a note in our Miro board. And hopefully I'll remember.
Try that, and then in our config, let's change the distance. Try 20. That was too far. Let's try 14. I think
Thank you for that
FOV,
follow.
FOV I think was a great idea.
Yeah.
That looks better. That definitely looks better with the lower FOV. Is it like say the FOV was 1, is that basically orthographic camera? Is that how that works?
They can move.
I don't know what's happening.
All right,
Let's try
potato. I
10.
put a sticky note to remind me that you want to be in the game. So when we get to that,
Oh my god, Ant Beat.
Ant Beat. Holy, thank you so much for the sub.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Appreciate it.
You can now enjoy your nerd certification and all of our wonderful nerdy emotes.
Mm-hmm. Orthographic is changing the projection selection. Yeah. But is it virtually the same as a 0 FOV camera? It kind of looks like that, right? Like the lower the FOV, the more it looks like orthographic. So in theory, we could have a middle ground where it's not orthographic, but kind of.
I think I liked it better when you were where it was before.
So before we were at 75.
Whoa, I mean,
try,
that
like,
works.
40. And then we go closer. So by lowering the FOV, the corners of the camera aren't as different of a perspective as the center of the camera. So it helps make stuff a bit more uniform while still maintaining a little bit of shift. So you get that 3D effect. I quite like this. I think we're getting closer.
I think we're getting closer to it. When the trees now definitely look much better. The height, I think, works. Do you think the height works or too tall still?
No, I think the height works.
The zombies are still too big, but that.
What if we do this? Okay. What if we do this? Yeah.
Well, do you think the blocks were throwing you off a bit?
So when you're looking at it like this, you have the characters in the trees, which are have the same angle to them, so they feel like they belong, right?
Yeah.
But when you have this, you see that the perspective of the tree is completely different from the perspective of the building.
I think maybe that just means you probably don't want to have objects on diagonals like that. Like if you rotated that block to be more like this and that. Because you could totally see what I was doing. Like more parallel, make it more parallel to the trees.
Like this.
Is that less sus?
No.
But then
If we end up
can
doing-
you slant it? Can you can't slant the 3D.
No, but I think we might have to. Our 3D models, if we're gonna do buildings in 3D, might have to be slanted in some way, which is crazy. That sounds like an absolute nightmare.
That's probably why games like Cult of the Lamb use billboarding only, and they just stack 2D sprites to create the 3D.
Yeah.
Like with the huts. They're just a bunch of the same sprites stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, like this here is 1, 2, 3 sprites.
Yeah. They just billboard everything.
Not only that, like this one here, this one in the corner, I'm pretty sure they have a whole object constructed here where you have, so this is a plane, this is a plane, these are planes. So
I actually think on the side it's just a repeat. Do you see the bottom of it? How it's like little teeth.
oh yeah, no, you're
I
right.
think
You're right.
I think
It's
they're-
just more of the
I think they're
sprites.
it's just the same sprite, just like
Yeah.
I can't think of words today. My English is not Englishing.
And it works with wood and things like that. It looks fine. But if we had a concrete wall,
Yeah.
is it gonna?
That'll be
It's
weird.
gonna look weird, right?
Yeah.
How very interesante.
Yeah. That's what we're studying different and again, you know, dissecting the games that you like to try to understand the techniques might help you also figure out why certain things look the way they do when and why some stuff works and some stuff doesn't. Like, we thought we could probably just make a 3D models and just chuck them in here and it would work, but one might not. Yay! Nice. What was that, frog? Timer. Thank you for
it was my
redeeming
hat.
cam. We only have the tree here. We also needed to draw a droplet.
Yeah.
What, like just like a little tear shape?
Yeah. Maybe a bit bigger than that. Yeah. And then that will travel from when the zombie gets cured, that will kind of emit from the top and then do an arc into the zombie that it's spreading to.
Whoa.
So you can visually see the path of the cure and how it's spreading.
That's wild.
And you can actually see the difference between single sprites. So you see the chest here is facing this direction,
Yeah.
right? Because it was drawn like that. But then this building is showing this side of the roof. So like these two perspectives between the chest and the building are different.
Yeah.
Like they don't make sense.
And then I sent you a screenshot from Don't Starve that has like a fence building, which is very different. I think the perspective is similar but different to Cult of the Lamb. I think our perspective is closer to Don't Starve than Cult of the Lamb.
Isn't all letting me copy link? Yeah, this isn't orthographic. Yeah, it isn't. It definitely isn't.
I think it's closer to what we're wanting to show.
Yeah.
In terms of play area.
Yeah. As in you can't see that much further back.
Yeah.
Up.
Like you can't see a horizon.
Yeah.
And I wonder, those are also very much not, I don't think those are 3D sprites. I think those are very much 2D sprites drawn in like not quite isometric, but like an isometric.
The walls, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe the walls are just drawn
Definitely.
2D. I actually don't think there's any, I don't think this game uses any 3D, does it?
Like 3D models? I don't
Yeah,
think so.
I don't
No,
think so.
I don't think so.
Imagine we make a 3D game and then actually end up not using any 3D models at all.
Maybe we need to find do a bit of digging to see if we can find a game that uses both to try and see how that affects the style.
The only 3D model used is basically just the ground. Everything else are sprites. Yeah, and honestly, that's kind of how, like, the more we're working on this, the more I'm seeing it really is just the ground where we're gonna need that 3D-ness.
Yeah, like if we have a lake,
Yeah.
the ground drops
Or like,
to the
yeah,
lake.
verticality or things
yeah.
like that, yeah.
Yeah, like they don't even have changes in height with the ground. It's just the cliffs fall to the water, right?
Yeah. Interesting. Coco, no. Coco, stay in your spot.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
And again, the walls work because it's this shoddy patchwork stone fence.
Right.
But if it was a building, that had a smooth wall, it would look jank. If it was comprised of a bunch of different parts, a bunch of different stacked sprites. We can try it, but it might look off. Will both of you marry me? Our first marriage proposal.
Oh my goodness. Mark the day.
We're gonna have to think about it, Beat. We're gonna need to weigh pros and cons.
Yeah.
Also, you're gonna have to ask our parents first.
We're gonna have to ask our parents.
Unless you've already done that. In that case, there's a different conversation to be had. It's okay, we have time.
The huts in Don't Starve are not... not like...
Yeah, they're just a flat sprite.
Yeah, because they're very small.
Yeah.
See, Is there like a big house? I haven't played enough to know if there's a big house.
I don't think so. There's not like a building that you're gonna be able to find.
Are you sure?
Yes. I sure am. But like one of the levels that we wanted to do is a city. Like with...
I feel like we need the 3D. I mean, do we?
If you have like a full-on street with buildings, with like high-rise buildings, how are you gonna do that without a 3D? You can't do that with 2D sprites, right?
I mean, we probably can. It'll just be very difficult. It'll be a lot.
Yeah, maybe that's just impossible with this type of perspective.
So, but what you're saying is you just don't like the look of it. It would look very 90s, yeah.
The problem is that having the two together, when you see this, you recognize that it's a 3D object, especially when you're moving, right? You see the perspective shift, so your brain perfectly understands space here. But then as you move with so like as I move here, where I'm seeing both, my brain sees the trick. My brain sees that these trees are slanted. Like if we do this, my brain understands that this is what's happening. Because it's seeing both.
Have you seen the Ship of Fools making interview video? You should maybe.
Have not seen that.
I don't think so, yeah.
Ship of Fools making of. We played that game together.
We have played it, yeah. I very much enjoyed it.
Yeah, very cool art. They talk about perspectives and sprites.
Okay.
Nice. So let's see. We have Ship of Fools on Chris Ben Shetler. That must be the one.
Hey Siri, make documentary.
Knowing a little bit about Chris, I was like, whatever it is, I'm in.
Block out the next year.
I'm here for it. Like, put me in.
There's no way I'm turning this down.
Whatever we need to do, I'm in.
Every part of my creative soul just hung on to every word he was saying.
What the fuck are we doing here? There's nothing traditional. Everything is suffer and.
With Chris, do you think there'll be that much drama?
If we can't get money out of them, I'm doing
Wait.
it regardless.
Are you on the right video?
This is nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I don't think this has anything
kind of
to
ship
do
of fools
with
down
this
here trying to.
fight.
Making of interview.
I figured it was a YouTube ad. Me
Hey
too.
there, folks, and welcome to another
Yeah,
episode of
it wasn't even
I'm your
close.
host, Arlian, and we're here today with Daniel Carmichael of FICA Productions, the lead game developer for the recently released roguelite Ship of Fools.
Okay, this is an hour. Okay, roger that. I'll
Add it to the playlist and we'll watch it later.
Yeah. Cool.
Thank you. Thank you for the resource. We'll definitely have a look at that.
Yeah. I'm also just interested. Let's just see some frames.
Nice. Hey, Arlian. Thanks for having me.
So
Software engineering.
here, for example.
As in, like, you think the ship is, like, questioning whether the ship is 3D, 2D.
You see this wheel here?
Yeah.
This looks 3D. Like it's rotating in 3D space. Looks like, anyway.
Watch later means in 6 months. No.
But this is
What a
orthographic.
ritual to take the FICA every day and to have a time to
Orthographic,
stop thinking
orthogonal.
about
I don't know
words,
what the word is
to
anymore.
bring people
But it's that
together
camera,
around a
I think.
coffee or pastries,
You see the
and also-
perspective of the log down here is exactly the same as the perspective on the log up here,
Yeah.
right?
to break hierarchies. So the boss would like have a coffee with the janitor. And,
Hi,
you know,
game feels like
so
don't
flat
start
earth, the
together. It looks
Hierarchy and
nice.
just brings everyone together in like a pyramid.
Just to clarify that
Well, we're watching a video right now.
yeah, we're watching a video.
If you're talking about this,
Yeah.
in particular.
This on screen is not our game.
Yeah. Stop saying such long words.
Yeah, no, I really think that conceptually, in like the fact that
They could
you're
also
sort
be
of
faking
wearing
3D
that
by
on your
skewing the sides of the boat.
Yeah. So I think
Yeah, this might be not 3D at all, right?
people while the other were doing that.
This wheel here makes me think
it's
it's
like
3D.
at
How
the
how
heart
it's
of the
rotating.
company was the
If
idea
that's not
that
3D,
you
then
were doing all these things to make sure that you
wow.
could,
I don't know how the heck they did that.
that's like to be proud of.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
But
Yeah, you see as the
that's
camera
all of our
moves, the
little
perspective
icebreakers and
on
stuff.
this
So I think now's a good time to start picking
rock
your brain
doesn't
over
change
Ship
at all.
of Fools
So
itself.
it's
Maybe
either
you can
2D
provide, like, a quick
or
description
it's
to the game,
orthogonal,
kind of.
orthographic, whatever the heck.
Hero says gonna lurk and eat lunch. Have a good rest of the stream.
Managing
Thank
the
you for hanging
balance
out.
Enjoy lunch.
Enjoy lunch.
Passion and feasibility. And I'll always be the
This
first
might be just 2D.
Are we
Didn't have
complicating
fun, but,
ourselves by trying to have 3D?
It's still in the.
Whoa. Is it? Look
in
at
the
this
backlog.
crab.
It would be really cool to have this, but we actually put up a wiki today publicly if you're interested to see.
I saw a link to that in the Discord.
Is
I hadn't actually clicked it yet, but I saw the wiki link, and I
well, I'm
gathered
sure
that
like actually listening to the interview will
We'll-
answer all our burning
Yeah.
questions. Very interesting. Thank you for pointing this out.
Back to our game.
Hopefully we can learn
Mice.
from it.
Wow, what an
Nice.
entrance. Thank you
Why is
for
the
that.
rum always gone?
Thank you. Gracias for your fart. Thank you. Thank you.
Cheers.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the best course of action is right now. Champy, thank you for your fart. You wouldn't download it to Nerdy Nerd Stream.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think we just need to experiment. Maybe I wonder if also that just because it's a purple block that also throws you off. Not just the fact that it's 3D, although I can see that being the biggest drawback for you. You wouldn't download a car.
When we do this, like this feels normal. Like this feels okay. Because every single sprite is at the same angle. So it feels like they belong.
Mm. Rigged.
How you doing, guys? Happy Saturday. How very interesting. Okay,
Listen, I think eventually we'll have to pick like the lesser evil. I'm sure we can try to refine and find the best way that we can make things, but I feel like there will have to be a compromise in the camera view. I mean, for example, you say you don't like the more orthogonal view. But if that is the way that everything else looks cohesive, then maybe. Well, not this one. That looks weird.
That's orthogonal.
Yes, sorry. Also, Falji.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that fight.
I'm 100% sure that orthogonal is not what we want.
We don't want we don't want orthopedics.
We want perspective. It's a matter of how much. It's the FOV. It's the angle of the camera. We have to play with.
Yeah. And to answer your question, yes, we stream on Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday, as Temtic said.
Yeah. Yeah, we do work full-time jobs, so unfortunately,
we can't
streaming every day.
We could do it every day. If we did, we might crack this issue a lot faster.
And then die. Okay, let me make it so the humans are also using the soft collisions. We're gonna copy that. We're gonna go over to the humans.
Mine says, I'm good, hungry, and tired AF. You know, I'm starting to get a little hungry.
Same.
I might have oh my goodness, it's 5 and Maka hasn't tried to eat my whole elbow just yet. Wow. Okay, so in a little bit, I'm gonna have to give Maka her dinner, and then I might make a little tea or coffee and get a snack.
You gonna make a tea of coffee?
Tea or coffee.
Oh.
Excuse me. You work a job and you do all this? Believe it or not, yeah, we do work, and then we do this, and wherever else we can fit in, we also play games sometimes.
Sometimes. Yeah, I mean, it's very much our dream to do this full time one day.
Yeah.
And I'm confident we'll get there. We just need a few games released.
Yeah. We just need to keep pushing for now.
And you know, we're upping the scale of our games. Like compared to the Cat Cafe game, this is gonna be bigger in scope.
Bigger, better, faster.
So Cat Cafe took us a year. This is probably gonna take us year and a half, 2. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
If we're being realistic, probably.
Yeah.
But hopefully it'll pay off. It's actually Jotson was talking about this a while back.
Yeah.
In, you know, the unfortunate truth that game dev just takes a while.
It just takes time.
Even if you're trying to be really efficient in making lots of small games, it takes time. And he was talking about the fact that in your lifetime, you only have so many games in you.
Isn't that
and it's not that big. It's not that big of a number.
Like what? Like a handful? Right? Like,
I mean, if you think you can release a game every 2 years, right?
Yeah.
What would that look like? So that's five games per decade. So we have like we have like 15 games, 20
yeah,
in
we
us.
have 20 games in us. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Let's say 15.
We got like 20. Yeah, we got like 25 games.
I mean,
so much.
I don't know if we're overestimating our longevity here.
Listen.
In terms of having the motivation to make them still. One down, 24 to go.
Potato says, I think I remember something like Cat Cafe or whatever. Cursed arts, cats putting totally coffee beans in the coffee and such. That concept exists. Yes, of course it exists.
You gonna bring it up?
I'm gonna bring it up.
Okay.
Where's my cursed art gone? Is this what you were thinking of? If you lived until 150 years. But what if you don't even start game dev until you're really old? This is why you can't wait. Start now, even if you're not great. Even if you have no idea what you're doing. Start now. I love that we're trying to be motivational with this on screen. But I'm already old. Well, then now is the like. I think there's a saying like the best time to start was yesterday. The next best time to start is now.
Right.
Like
yeah.
now. And do it alone. It's very difficult to do it alone. But we know a lot of amazing solo devs out there that are doing some like incredibly inspiring stuff.
Yeah.
So it is possible. It is. You tried. Yeah.
Yeah, and you gotta design your games accordingly, right?
Yeah.
If you're working alone, you know, probably shouldn't be doing that third person 3D realistic graphic MMO. Probably not a good idea. RPG MMO. Yeah. What?
The shirt, the art.
You aren't alone, Selena Bernardo here with you. True. Very true. And that's why we stream as well, is because we need you guys.
Yeah.
We need someone to share our progress with, or else motivation just runs dry.
Yeah.
That's why we stream in the first place.
I think it's pretty much one of the only reasons why we're still going. Yeah. While we were able to complete a game at all. Because we definitely know the struggle of just losing motivation, or like just you go through a phase where you're just tired and you're like done with it, and then you just never pick it back up because it's been too long. Whereas like with the stream, it's just kind of kept us accountable and consistent. And even though some days we would just be chatting with you guys and I would draw like one sprite in the entire weekend, it's still one more sprite in the game, you know, or like for you it's one more little bit that even
a little feature, bug fix,
even
something.
if you just fix like a single bug in the whole stream because you were just so tired. It's just the showing up consistently will eventually get you there. Definitely much better than if you just try to like go hard for like 3 months.
Yeah. And if you feel like you could make use of the same, I'm not talking about the farting here, but
Zero,
nice.
Thank you for your fart. Gracias.
Feel free to join our Discord. There's a progress updates channel in our Discord. You can share your screenshots, your videos, or your builds if you put them up on itch. And not just us are going to be taking a peek, but we have a bunch of nerds in there that I'm sure would love to check it out as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, we can push each other to keep going.
And if I hear you guys say I can't do art, well, Bernardo says he can't do art, and he made this beautiful piece of work. And I cherish it, and I love it. And it is the most beautiful, charming portrait of myself I've ever seen.
Paul-G!
Go.
Thank you so much.
Perfect timing. Paul-G, thank you so much.
Thank
for
you.
helping us meet our goal, and thank you for the fart.
360 2 biddies, appreciate it.
Thank you.
I still can't believe you put that on a shirt. Oh my god.
It's my favorite shirt. This is now my stream shirt because I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you. Oh my god.
Oh, thank you so much for the gifty potato.
Thank you.
Enjoy the emotes.
That's so kind. Thank you, Paul-G.
Was saying I agree with the nerds. Started. I spent weeks learning. Yeah, Unreal Engine just to be able to make a door with animations. Yeah, but progress, little bits.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh, thank you
Paul-G,
so
thank
much.
you. He's doing it again. He's sniping another goal.
He's
sniping
He's
god.
sniping the sub goal. Thank you so much, Paul-G. That is so kind of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's give him a hand. Give him some yays. The fart and the
Thank you again, Paul-G, for the subs.
Woo!
Thank you so much.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that. Guys, enjoy the gifting.
Appreciate it.
And thank you for the parts. And you must be froged.
Oh. 3 certified nerds.
Yeah.
Boom. Appreciate it.
Champy, thank you for your farts.
My goodness.
I was trying to do something before I got so distracted by the farts and the love. Oh, Runty, thank you for your fart as well. Yep.
You're welcome. Thank you, Paul-G. Thank you.
Oh, what in the heck? See, this is why I don't trust Procreate.
Had eggs for lunch, figured I'd share.
Excellent. Excelente.
Okay. The humans are soft colliding. That laugh never gets old. Yeah. Rest in peace. Risitas.
Oh my god!
Barbecue day.
Oh my god! Paul-G! With the 1,000 videos. Oh my god, Paul-G just absolutely rocked the world for, I'm assuming, dozens of lurkers. They don't know what happened. Oh my god.
The jump scare. Holy, that one genuine. That one got me good. Got me good.
Oh my god. Oh. Twitch support center blowing up. It's like, what the hell just happened to my computer?
But thank you so much for that jump scare fart. Thank you. It's truly appreciate it.
You got old Rod. Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh.
This stream is definitely lurk safe. Don't you worry.
Yeah, so lurk safe. It's so lurk safe, dude.
Someone has to copyright the jump scare part. Flavius!
Flavius! Welcome. Welcome, Flavius.
How's it going? Yes, bring in your lurkers, yes.
Yes, bring in your lurkers.
Happy Saturday, Flavius. Oh.
That was hilarious, I'm not gonna lie.
How many is that now? Yeah, there's a lot of raids today. I don't know what's happening.
LG, thank you for the 42. Oh my gosh.
Hope you had a great stream, Flavius.
Also, I think before the fart craziness, I read that it's barbecue day for FLG today.
Ooh.
I gotta put it on the bucket list. I feel like I need to have like some outdoor barbecue someday. Champy, thank you for the fart.
It's been a little bit since we had our local barbecue here. We should do that.
Sorry, I farted.
Are you saying you wanna go have some barbecue later today?
Ma'am.
What? I'm asking a question.
We already went out for breakfast today.
We did. We were cheeky.
We can't.
We were cheeky. We had some
Our
breakfast
bank account will suffer.
This is true.
Flavius, not Flavius, Foddy, thank you so much for the biddies.
Potatoes, thank you.
All
for
69
the
of them.
69 of them.
The fart Morse code continues. Oh my god.
For the barbecue.
Thank you, Valji.
Valji, thank you so much for the 300 biddies. Thank you. Oh, that's... But listen, but maybe tomorrow we can get some barbecue pork from the supermarket. And we can do like a pulled pork sandwich here.
We could do that. We could do that.
A budget barbecue. Budget at home barbecue. Yeah.
Bernardo's alter ego isn't named Barbecue for no reason. What? Actually, my last name starts with the letter B, so the BB is built in. You just need the Q.
Monty donated 10 monies to help us make games. Small barbecue.
10 monies for barbecue.
Oh my goodness. Runty, that is hilarious, but also thank you so much.
Thank you
for dropping a tenner on a hilarious barbecue.
Oh my god. Oh, you guys. I mean, I don't know.
Small barbecue. Loves barbecue. I mean, I love some barbecue.
With all these monies for barbecue, I'm rethinking my earlier statement. I'm not gonna lie.
We just have to refrain from further takeaways, and then it's fine. And then it balances out.
Okay, I've added human soft collisions. The humans are now soft.
Oh.
What the heck? Mize! Thank you.
MMYC, thank you so much.
You did not just MMYC Mize.
Mize, thank you so much for that. It's very kind of you.
What's happening? I don't know what's happening.
Welcome,
Sir
Sir
Scream-a-Lot.
Welcome on in. Thank you so much for dropping by our nerdy nerd stream today.
We are completely off the rails. I don't know what's happening.
We
Sir
are.
Scream-a-Lot. Mags, hello. Welcome in. Hope you had a great stream. Happy Saturday. Flavius, yes, let's check out your... Foul G.
Holy with the gifties. Oh my goodness.
Oi, oi, oi.
Foul G,
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the 5 gifties. That is... I found some change. Thank you. Honestly, that is hugely appreciated. And
Mice.
we got some more mice.
yeah.
Thank you for the gifty to Mags as well.
What?
You guys are being so kind today.
This is too much, guys.
This is such a wild Saturday.
There's been two. Okay, Flavius, this is insane.
Flavius,
oh my god.
The fart cloud only adds to the vibes here. I love this. It just got here so fast.
This looks amazing. Guys, if you haven't checked out Flavius, they do pixel art and they stream as well. So give him a follow, check him out. Flavius Kid. There we go. Oh. And yeah, Sir Scream-a-Lot, I hope you had a great stream. I hope you had fun, whatever you were up to. I assume you were playing some games. Meg says they were playing horror games. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That might be a fun VOD to watch there.
Oh, Ant Beat.
Ant Beat.
Thank you for that gifty. Oh my goodness.
You guys are crazy.
You guys are killing it today. Thank you so much.
Oh man. Thank you so much.
Runty saying the world is harsh and full of conflict. Help feed and clothe the poor, impoverished, and hungry. Came to for 1-800-barbecue for death.
Guys, what is happening? Mice, thank you so much. Champy Jack with 100 biddies.
So for the hubby as well. Oh
Oy.
my goodness. Thank you so much, Mike.
What color is my underwear? How goes it today?
Wait, let me tell you something.
Oh! Granger!
That was a wild one. Oh my gosh. Also, Champy, thank you for the 100 bit part. Granger.
Wait.
What the actual is going on here? Louise, are you for real right now?
10.
Just checking if my credit card works not like this.
Yeah.
Holy Jammy, thank you for that follow as well. Thank you so much. But Louise, holy crap, thank you so much. That's 10 gift subs.
That is
you.
crazy.
What
Thank you.
What a giga nerd.
What a giga nerd.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You guys are crazy. Thank you so much. Wow. Wow.
Why have I followed? I walked into a hard cloud. You did this to yourself. Listen.
You chose to be here. Oh.
Oh. Thank you all so much for that. Honestly, that's very, very kind of you all. Thank you for all the love and yes, thank you for all the parts as well.
Mice.
And
Mice.
Gifting the sub to Jammy Boy Dodger. Jamie, I promise we are working on Godot. On a Godot project. We're just taking a fart break here, clearly. Thank you,
I can prove it.
Bring the game up.
I can prove it.
Quick, show the game.
Wait, that's not it. That's not it.
Oh my god. Champy, thank you for the 3.99 biddies. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Champy. And 40 with the gifty to Catherine. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Get back to work, nerds.
Thank you, Granger, for the 420.
Granger, thank you for getting us back on track with that 420 right there.
I'm crying here.
Oh.
Jammy, look, it's a game. It's in Godot. I promise.
It's a game, and then down here we have some art. That's what I work on. I make the sprites.
Yep.
Live on the internet. I drew a droplet just now before the farts interrupted me, and I also made this tree today. Yeah.
Oh man.
We promise we're making a game here.
Thank you so much, nerds. This is crazy.
First lurker who types "I love farting" gets a sub from mine.
Oh my god.
My side here being mother parties. Thought you were streaming under the wrong category. Gleekly, hello there. I see you. I see you in the chaos. No way you're working on the zombie scientist. I thought you said scientist avocado game.
Pivot. Search Scream says, I do love farting, but I already have a sub, so. Mice.
Oh, Mice, thank you. Thank you all. Thank you to all of you guys who farted here today. Thank you all for the gift subs as well.
Thank you.
My goodness, what a wild Saturday.
Mags, please leave it at that. Please do not elaborate. I beg of you.
I love targeting my gift subs. It's so funny. Okay, but
I'm crying here.
Let's relax. Let's breathe in. Breathe out.
You nerds are crazy.
And I saved the droplet for you to use as your particle effect.
Wow.
Exactly.
Oh no. Thank you, Granger, for the 47.
Granger, thank you. Gracias for your fart. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Thank you all for that insane hype train.
That's insane.
Probably the wildest hype train we've had in a long time. Thank you all so much for that.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Choo choo indeed. What a train. Thank you all.
Yeah.
Other than farting, what are you working on and how long have you been making games? The stream looks fun. It is definitely high energy. We'll give you that. Thank you. As I'm gonna say, Kylazar. Thank you for that. Thank you
Lurkers beware. But yeah, we are working on a zombie themed roguelike. We just started this project. We released a game at the end of last year, which you can find. What the heck?
Kylazar got a gift sub from Mize.
Thank you, Mize. What the heck? You can never leave.
Mize is just trapping everyone that comes in here now. One of us.
At the end of last year, we released this game here. It's a pixel art cat cafe arcadey cozy game, and we're very proud of that. And that project took about a year. That was our first commercial project. We did a few smaller projects before that. All in all, we've been dabbling with game dev for about 2.5 years.
Yeah.
And yeah, we are on to our second project, which is this little game. Dr. J. Ferret Reclaims the Living.
So we're essentially rebooting this game here that we did a game jam entry on last January, and we really enjoyed the concept, the gameplay of it, and so we thought this would be a nice game to kind of start from scratch and like try to make it the best version of itself that it can be.
Yeah.
So we're starting from scratch. The jam version is up on itch if anyone wants to give that a go.
Yeah, this was born from the Pirate Software Jam last year.
The gameplay will still be very similar. We will be like making it a million times better.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, that's the plan.
Yeah, it'd be really sad if we make it worse.
Yeah. I mean, we have literally just started working on the reboot this last month. So we're only like two weekends in.
Yeah,
really.
But you can see in terms of the shift in scope from this screenshot.
So yeah, that was our jam version.
Yeah, and you can see like how the art is getting way more detailed and yeah. We're settling in for a good few months of dev on this.
So I'm changing the art direction a little bit, going for a more comic book / old school cartoon vibes. Like kind of retro, but not too retro. I still want it to feel very exactly Jimmy. Exactly that.
You definitely don't.
Thank you for the fart.
We most certainly don't want it to feel too.
You can see I've been sketching some messes here.
Yeah, so Scream a lot. There's definitely some keks in here.
There's keks.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much drawn for the new game other than like, yeah, the sprites sketches, and we were just trying to then figure out like how he's gonna hold his Starbucks.
His Starbucks.
But yeah, I am the one that is doing all the sprites and all the artwork. For the moment, I am just using Procreate in an iPad, which I'm not gonna lie, is kind of painful. I am at the moment trying to figure out what the best sort of pipeline is to bring the drawings from the iPad into the game. Sir Screamalot, thank you for your fart. Painful? I am having to like save these out. I'm drawing them like pretty big, and I'm saving them out as like a Photoshop file to then in my PC rescale them, because whenever if you've ever worked with Procreate, the second you want to resize something, it destroys your pixels, and it's just horrendous. So I'm having to do a lot of back and forth, and it's a bit not great. but that's what I am doing right now, and that's probably what I'll keep doing. If I'm honest, I think I'll probably just stick with this. Thank you, Max.
Cheers, Max. Nerds of the Feather. Hello, hello.
Can't do vector stuff in Procreate. No, it is purely a raster program. I have downloaded Fresco, Adobe Fresco, because now that's free, but I'm not comfortable enough with the program, whereas I've been drawing on Procreate for years, so I am comfortable with the program as limited as it is. So I feel like I'd rather work with what I'm comfortable with than try something new. And then, yeah, you're saying Ambit, I hear you with the iPad. It's just that I need, in order to make a game, you need consistency, and you need to stick to a system that works for you. I have an old, like, Wacom, just a regular Wacom tablet that I could use if I wanted to draw on my PC. But I just don't work that way. I just don't like it. I feel like I only sit down and draw if I sit down and draw on the stream or in the sofa. So that was the only way I was able to be productive, was using the iPad. So that's what works for me, even though it does have its limitations.
Yeah, you get the comfort, and also I feel like you not just a comfortable in terms of like seating, being able to sit at the couch or lay in bed or something, but also I feel like your style really shines. I don't know if it's because more tactile of the fact that you're drawing on the screen, but you can more easily and faster get these really cool looking art going.
Whereas I feel like I can't do it. I've tried. It just doesn't work for me, the PC tablet. But yeah. Also, I missed a lot of stuff here. Nerds of the Feather. Hello.
And Foul G, thank you so much for that gift to Nerds of the Feather. Really appreciate it.
Nerds of the Feather, you have found more nerds. Oh. Max, you love your Wacom one. It definitely is like what you want to be using if you haven't used anything before. I feel like that's probably the more productive, like more professional standard way to do things. But yeah, whatever works. I feel like in this world, you just gotta make it work for you. And if it's, maybe not the best way to do something, as long as you're doing it, it's better than you not doing it. So there you go. Are you in Godot 4.4? It is Godot 4.4.
Yeah, I just updated it today.
This is turning into a flock of nerds. Kylazar, thank you for the lurks. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
I haven't made use of all the new shiny toys, but I am very much digging the embedded game window. It feels good.
How do you update to 4.4?
How do you update? You go to... Actually, do they have a built-in thing now? The launcher may have a built-in thing now. But I just went to Godot's website, downloaded 4.4, ran it, picked my project. It automatically updates. It asks you a little question to update resources. You just say, yep, do that. And everything worked. I didn't have to do any migration of any kind.
I have to feed the cat because she's now biting my ankles. So I think I definitely have to give her some dinner now. I'll be right back. And I'm going to make me a tea. Do you want tea or something?
I'm okay. And yeah, like Luis is saying, you can also use it through Steam and it updates automatically. That is very cool. Your folders have colors. Temtic, I have been there. It's actually really tricky to get colors on folders. When I found out that you could do it, it blew my mind. You left click and then set folder color.
Thank you for the fart.
And then you have, and this is what I mean, the difficulty is you have to pick one of them. That's the hard part. That is the hard part. Right click. Yes, right click. No, definitely not left click. But yeah, I had no idea either. And then as soon as I found out, I use it always. It's so much easier for your eyes to find what you're looking for. Do recommend.
Thank you for the fart.
Oh my god. Fart sounded like night vision.
Thank you for the fart.
That's the first time I've heard that one. But it's so true. Yeah.
Thank you for the fart.
God, Maka's going crazy. Okay. Do we think, and I don't know how this happened, given that Celine was Selena was drawing right next to the character, but do we think this droplet is a little big compared to the character?
I drew it at 2 times the size. You know this.
I'm getting like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids vibes here. A water elemental.
We're just testing things.
Does Selena ever yell out, "Thank you for the fart" in her sleep?
Thank you for the fart.
Hasn't happened yet. Oh my god.
Thank you for the fart.
If you download the game on Steam, does it bring over the data?
Thank you.
What data are you referring to specifically? Nerd? Nerd?
Yeah, nerd.
It probably... If you mean like editor settings and stuff, I don't know. It depends on if those are stored in a shared directory or on the install directory. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that probably. Probably it will. What will it be used for? So...
Mice, you've redeemed a maca treat. Well, she's having her dinner right now, so I'll give her a treat as soon as she comes back around.
Some dessert.
Yeah.
So the way that our game works is... This is the whole premise of the game.
Sorry, I'm bleeding loud here.
It's the zombie apocalypse, but the way that our doc deals with it is not by dispatching or what's the word here?
It's so loud.
The zombies don't get removed from existence. Instead, they get cured, right? But the doc has developed a viral cure, right? You have the zombie virus. The doc used the zombie virus, turned it against itself. So he created a viral cure. So the way it works is the doc applies the cure to the zombie. And then once they are converted back into humans, they spread the cure to nearby zombies so that they can start getting cured. And then it kind of creates this chain reaction of spreading the cure throughout the zombie horde. So we're going to use the droplet to visually show the transfer of the cure from one zombie to another.
Jariva, thank you so much for that follow.
That is the plan. And given that is the plan, this is probably a little too big.
Okay, fine. Let me resave it and make it smaller.
But what do you mean it's all 2x? We haven't been doing 2x.
No, listen, the problem is, again, I was sick and tired of Procreate giving me crap for how I was trying to paste something in.
Mm-hmm.
And then the right way to do it would be to bring it into my PC, open the file with the other things, resize it to match this in this Photoshop file, and then resave it again. So I thought for a tiny droplet, you're just testing right now, maybe I'm not going to bother to do that.
So you just picked the wrong export size. You picked the size to export it in?
No, I just saved it from my artboard here, but in Procreate I am drawing things in 4K, so I basically gave you the 4K
4K droplet. I see. I see.
You the 4K droplet. I can make a non-4K droplet for you though.
You don't have to worry about that right now.
Okay. You know, just in case we ever need to zoom in real close to the droplet.
Yeah. Look at all those pixels. Look at that. Look at that. You see that?
4K.
You see that?
The sibling of Cacafe. Oh my god. Beautiful. You are artist. pixels.
Okay. So
4 gigabyte droplet.
actually, I didn't look at the size.
Wait, no, let me make you a small droplet. Let me just do it, okay?
60 kilobytes.
Let me
Nice.
let me just make you a small droplet. But can you show me how big it is right now next to the dock?
It is the size of the dock. I mean, I can actually test here for you. Like, if I scale it down to half, for example. I think half is okay.
Thank you so much for your fart. Thank you.
Half of what you had, I think, is fine.
Oh. Gracias for your fart. Thank you. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, it was Mitsuru, it wasn't Mize.
Oh. I just quickly glanced, saw the MY, and then Mice wrote underneath something. So I was... Mitsuru, thank you for the fart. And Mice now, thank you for the fart.
But it's funny because this is the one place on Twitch where someone would be actually angry that the fart guilt went to someone else, which is just interesting as a social experiment. It is very unique, I feel.
I protest. Wild. Very wild. Wait, now you're gonna have to delete that droplet from the drive.
Okay, so we're gonna be spawning the droplet, and then it needs to travel to a target zombie, essentially. So we're gonna need a target.
So it was 60 kilobytes and now it's 6 kilobytes.
Nice.
Lol. So funny. Okay. New droplet. Resized droplet on the line.
So on physics process, we need to move the droplet towards the zombie. Let's do an export bar acceleration. That's totally how you spell that word, right?
No, that's not.
Is that wrong?
Is it not acceleration?
You might be right. Hey, ChatGPT, help. No. Acceleration. Yeah, that's true. Thank you. So now we need to apply an acceleration to this in the direction of the zombie.
However I spell it.
Okay, so first let's get the direction.
Amp Beats, what you're seeing there is ridiculous coding.
Yes. You can thank Jotson for that one. Also a streamer here on Twitch. You just go to AssetLib, you type in ridiculous, like the spell, and you just download it, and boom.
Just download it. Woo! Oh snap! Okay, Patrick, I shall wear the frog hat.
Why am I froze?
That's just the way of life.
my god, I just realized I missed the special February day.
Happy fart.
Thank you, Mitsuru.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
For anyone not in the know, turns out that my birthday is on International Fart Day.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to live with that.
Yeah.
So it's rough.
It's rough, he says. Put the froge back on.
Hey.
Get froge. Did you turn 20?
Okay, Patrick. Okay, target.
Rock.
Target and then what? Target dot global position. So now we have the direction to the thingy majiggy. And that's normalized, correct? Normalized vector. Great.
That's normalized.
So
vectors.
Then we go position equals position, or we can even just do plus equals position, no, direction.
You got some new animals? What new animals?
You got new animals.
I love animals.
That backspace, yeah. You blow up my editor. Times acceleration times delta, probably.
Bye, Cuckoo. Bye, Cuckoo.
Okay. But another thing we need to do. Yeah, this is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. I need a velocity. Let's have a vector 3
velocity.
Velocity. Then we do velocity plus equals direction. Blah blah blah. It.
Mitsuru was saying, I don't know if you remember, we have tarantulas. I think I remember those photos you shared. We got a group of them today, and one of the less species that you can keep as a group. Wowzers. One of the few species that you can keep as a group. I gotcha. Because
a group of tarantulas.
Because normally you wouldn't they don't get along, right? So you gotta keep them separate. So you're saying these tarantulas.
They're like a gang of tarantulas.
They can hang out. Is what you're saying? That you have a whole gang of tarantulas.
That is terrifying. Chilling. I didn't know they teamed up. It's like the anti-Avengers. It's like the most world-destroying thing I've ever heard.
Jammy's got some 13 of them. Balfouri. I am kind of scared of Googling that. I'm not gonna lie. I might refrain from Googling that.
We
I love Black Widows.
We saw some tarantulas recently.
Yeah.
Luckily, like behind
glass.
Very solid glass. But still, it was terrifying.
They're both fascinating and terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, they're super cool, but then the primal Oonga Boonga side of me is like, danger.
No, thank you. Yeah. Okay, let's.
Oonga Boonga. That broke you. That did it. I love scorpions most of all. I love snakes, but spiders, no. I'm okay with snakes.
Worship the sofa. Thank you for the follow. That's
Thank
amazing.
you for that. What a name.
What a name.
Google. I cannot pronounce.
Oh, ain't
this
no
word.
way. I'm not doing that, Jamie. I want to sleep tonight, thank you.
I'll Google it once we turn the lights back on.
Catherine says, it just reminded me I forgot to activate ridiculous coding on my current project. I do that a lot because I'm constantly starting new ones. Yeah. Catherine, maybe I can even see it on my history here. It took me it was my third commit was ridiculous coding, so you can see my priorities are definitely correct. Ridiculous coding, any project has to be on the top of the list.
Unga Boonga politely declines the tarantula's friend request. I had a pet rat, but my mom freaked out. I used to have a friend that had some pet rats when I was a kid. They were really big, but they were pretty chill. They were like hamsters, just bigger and with long tails.
Okay, let's get the scene that we just created.
I don't know if I'll permit the word.
But so sorry, we can't allow that one.
I'll deny it, but I've heard of this too. They can be quite aggressive.
We got the sentiment, and we got it. The message was delivered.
We do live in the UK, so we do hear that a lot. So it's fine.
Who are you hanging out with that you hear that a lot?
Beaks?
Beaks. That deserves a Beaks shout out. I just want to, on the chance that Beaks watches the VOD, just to understand why we gave him a shout out. There we go.
Also, Worship the Sofa is asking, what engine are you using? We're using Godot.
Yes. Godot 4.4 as of today.
Woo! I do love that Mitsuru and Jamie here are bonding over their shared interests and knowledge and expertise, dare I say. That's so cool, you guys.
I have to imagine that's not super common.
No.
To find someone that's into spooters.
That's really, really wholesome. It makes me happy.
But also terribly disturbing. But that's just for me. That's just for me personally. Like, it's me. It's not you. You know.
Thank you. Thank you for the follow here. I'd love to get started and stuff like this, but man, it's intimidating, and we totally get that. And like, we just keep telling people to just start very, very small, very small, and you gotta celebrate every single little win. You gotta, you got a red block in there as your playable character. You did it.
Yeah.
You gotta hype yourself up.
Yeah,
it really helps.
It takes some perseverance to get comfortable with the tools. It takes a while, but it's so satisfying. Like for me, it probably took a year and a half for me to truly be comfortable with game dev as a concept, or game dev principles, and Godot specifically. But once I reached that point where I was comfortable enough with Godot that I was no longer limited in our game design. Like, we could come up with any idea, and I'm at a point where I'm confident that in some shape or form, I can add it to our game. That is like the best feeling ever. Because now you're just fully, like, creatively unlocked. Because you don't feel like your ability is holding you back. It takes a little bit to get there, but if you keep at it and you reach that stage, it feels super good.
Take it from the nerd himself.
Where? Cure timeout. Do things. Apply cure. There we go. Okay. So on apply cure.
I've done Hello World too many times. I love storytelling. It's the best part for me. Okay. Well, see, then you have something there then that you can definitely follow up on if you are very much interested in the storytelling aspect of games. Then you definitely want to then steer towards games that are more story focused. You know, you might want to start very simple, and you can even like find ways to do this that don't require very much programming or coding. If that's what you're afraid of, you could start with like visual novels, or you could start with what's the genre called?
The what?
I'm just trying to think of the genre of like a game that I've played.
You can describe it.
You know the one on the train that's come out recently that's cool? From Chucklefish?
Locomotive?
Locomotive?
Yeah.
That's like a murder mystery type thing. It's like, it's side scroller, right? It's like takes place on a train. And Japanese but yeah, you could try to do like, more story games like that, or even there was one with the duck, like the detective duck with the mystery of the salami or something that came out recently. That was really, it was just like it telling the one story. It was a very small game, but it was so well done and so cute. So you're saying games like Little Nightmares that tell a story without any dialogue is so cool for me. So yeah, little, that could serve as a source of inspiration. You've definitely got a lot of potential there.
Yeah, I don't ever play visual novels. Yeah. They're just not my type of game. But recently I played Nex's visual novel, a nerd that stops by this little corner sometimes. Let me grab a link because I quite enjoyed it. It was, the art was great, the music was great. I think full original soundtrack with the game, which is really cool. And yeah, I actually got interested in the story and I played the demo through to completion, which was quite cool.
Jamie's inviting us to the British Tarantula Society exhibition in May. Do you want to go to
it? You couldn't even pay me to go to that. It's.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, no way.
He's very much anti-spider.
There is a phobia there. I'm afraid.
Literally, you're afraid.
Yeah. That was not an intended pun.
I'm afraid.
That was not intended.
But no, all this to say that just because you're afraid, I'm afraid as well. But I think the curiosity might win over the afraidness for me.
Well, take some pictures when you go.
But definitely don't want to yuck your yum, as they say here.
Yeah.
It's so cool to see you guys chatting about it, and probably some of us can learn some things. That's very. I didn't even know that there was like breeds of spiders that could hang out in groups. So
Yeah.
I learned something today.
I
appreciate that.
Interesting, but not sure I wanted that information. I was just kidding.
Listen.
And yeah, I just posted there that link, Whispering Memories. That's the visual novel that I was talking about that I enjoyed playing. There's a demo up right now on Steam if you want to give it a go. And if it's your thing, give it a wish list.
Cool. And Jamie's saying that as I'm totally new to dev, I'm working on a side scroller, going well.
Mhm.
Side scrollers are very friendly, are very good. I think the singular time I ever was curious about trying to see if I could even help, I think when we were working on our very first project where we were using Game Maker, I think I tried to do some tutorials just to see if I could potentially help with the game deving. I couldn't, but but I did manage to make when there's no internet, the little T-Rex running thing.
Yeah.
I managed to make that.
You did.
I was very proud. So, yeah. But that's it. That's as far as I got. I returned to just drawing.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about.
It was fully playable. I played it.
Also, Jamie, thank you for that fart. Sorry, I'm catching up to chat. I don't want to miss messages, so it's taking me a moment.
Yes, enjoy the long dark, Grunty. Okay, what happened here?
And everything related to dinosaurs is a big win. Yeah. I want to make a game where you have to save the town from an evil wizard that changes everyone into sheep and saves the world from a giant spaghetti meatball destroying the world. Funnily enough, our first game has a giant spaghetti meatball weapon.
Brother,
I farted in disappointment that you both turned me down for the tarantula show. No, Jamie.
I'm so sorry.
Listen, I said the curiosity might beat my fear, but yeah. Don't know. Might. I am still very scared of spiders.
Okay. We're getting there.
What's going on?
We got droplets. Gigantic droplets of doom.
But I made a small one! Listen, you replaced that right now.
I want to see this through.
No.
I'll replace it at the very end. It'll be the last step.
Curiosity killed the cat. I need you to replace the sprite like yesterday.
No. Yeah, 4K, exactly, Jim. We want to make use of all these pixels before we destroy them.
Just stop it.
Oh, we're getting there. Look at that. Look at that. We got an arc. Okay, now we need to make the droplet face the direction that it's going in, I think.
The add-on isn't working?
Antbeat, make sure you head over to project settings, plugins, and tick that enabled. Might be what you're missing. So what's the objective of the game? I believe Mr. Grimm is asking. So the zombie apocalypse has taken place, and your job as the doc that developed a cure for the zombie virus is to reclaim the living. That is the name of the game. You'll set out into different maps. There's going to be waves of zombies coming at you, and your goal is to apply the cure, spread the cure throughout the zombies, turn them back into humans, and then lead them to a safe zone. Yeah, to bring them to safety. I'll need a refill on that.
Mr. Grimm, thank you for that hydration. Cheers.
But yeah, then there's a whole side of the roguelike aspect. So there'll be upgrades, different abilities, different types of zombies.
We'll have
and all
little like pickups that you can find in the maps.
Yeah.
That will either directly influence what's going on in the map, as well as stuff that we're thinking of some collectibles and things that you could then take a look at back in your base.
And if you head over to this link, that was the Game Jam version, let's call it the prototype that is the reason why we're working on this. So feel free to give it a go. It's playable in the browser as well. There's some performance issues with it if you play for a good bit. But it'll give you a good sense of what we're trying to achieve with the game. And Pete says it's working. Nice.
Yay! Instead of a water droplet, have them farting, cured by fart. Listen. I had to put my drink down. Fauci, thank you for the fart. I'm cured.
I can give you the 100% confirmation that we will have a special zombie. It will be an AoE, area of effect zombie, whose attack will 100% be a cloud of gas, and the sound effect may or may not be quite recognizable. Let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at that.
My goodness.
Okay, I need to rotate this sprite like so on the Z-axis.
You need to replace this sprite.
No.
You're just gonna give yourself more work if you don't replace it now.
No.
Stop. Please replace the sprite with the new one. Can breathing in the gas give you superpowers like super strength? Oh. Holy.
And B, thank you for the gifty.
With the gifty. Thank you
Appreciate
so much.
it. That's very kind.
Oh.
I mean, Mr. Graham, you can certainly try, see if it works for you. Probably will not be a positive effect, but who knows? You won't know until you try. Okay, so now we have droplet 1.
No comment here. Can you please replace the droplet?
But it's droplet parenthesis 1.
Can you please replace the droplet?
Wait, not do it. Anything? Oh, I added it to the trees. Whoops. Try that again. There we go. Tiny droplet.
The droplet war has begun.
Hmm. It's actually gonna work. We're gonna rotate on the z-axis, and we need it to face the direction it's going in. The oh my god, what the heck? Am I prepared to do such math? So I need a direction in 2D space, because the rotation is dependent on 2 axes. Depth doesn't matter. Is it up and side to side is what matters here. Oh my god. What have I done? Why have I done this to myself? It could have just been a circle. Why did I ask for a droplet? It could have just been a circle, and then I don't need to rotate it. Why? Why have I done this?
Booblet.
We already have the velocity, so we're going to be using the velocity in some way, shape, or form.
Mr. Magoo, yo, yo, yo.
Hello, hello.
How's it going?
We have the velocity, which contains...
Maybe a circle with a particle trail. Make it look like a drop.
Yeah, that's a great idea. That would be so much easier, Jacob.
But it's saying position plus equal velocity.
We got the movement down. The droplet is moving correctly, I think. We just want to rotate it, the sprite itself, so that it kind of looks like it's doing an arc. But like right now, it just looks like this. Right? But the sprite wants to rotate to follow that path. And we already have the velocity. So we need to get a direction and then convert that to a rotational, to degrees, to where you're going to rotate it to, right? You need to scale velocity by delta to get displacement. I'm just not understanding what you're suggesting, bot. I'm sorry. Because the position is being updated correctly. We don't need to touch that. 8, 10, 2. What the heck is that?
But saying that it isn't correct.
The position isn't being updated correctly?
Oh. Oh no.
Why not? What's wrong with it? He's doing an arc. Looks fine to me. And we are applying. Oh, you mean doing this? Just that? Maybe. I was multiplying in the wrong place. You need it in both. Really? That doesn't look quite right. Definitely broke it. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Jacob is saying, as someone who has a billboard game with projectiles, also I make a plus shape with 2 quads. One facing up and one facing towards the camera. Not sure how that would look with a droplet.
Right. I think I know what you mean, yeah. That could look interesting. Let's try this Atan. What is this? Returns the arc tangent of the YX in radians. Oh my god. Okay. So let's get the sprite. And then we're going to say sprite 3D dot rotation. Rotation degrees. What do you mean rotation degrees? Which one? Rotation is a vector 3. No, it'll be rotation dot z equals a tan 2. This is absolutely friggin' wild. And then it's asking for the direction. So that would be direction x plus direction y. Probably because we're rotating on the z, so we're using the other two.
Apparently both are the same, and that's the wrong way around.
Sorry, what? Both are the same? What? Y and x. I see. Look at this. Right.
I just read. I don't understand.
Minus y. Let me just see what it does.
It's very dark in here. I turn on light.
Let me just see what it does.
Made a rock.
Yeah. Okay.
Whoa. They're like fishes.
We're somewhere.
How are you?
We are somewhere.
Mr. Magoo, I'm doing good. How are you? Hope you're doing well. That's good. You're all right. Nice. Nice. We're just having a fun old time. Well, I'm having a good old time. I think over there's some math going on, so I think.
Let me do this. So I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna pause. I missed. I'm gonna pause while it's traveling. Okay.
Game dev, fun, and moderating my friend. Okay, that's cool. We're very much full on game deving today, as you can see here. I drew some stuff today. I drew a tree. I drew a rock. Drew this little droplet. And now I'm just kind of watching the process and having a good time here. It looks so chaotic. Tree and rock, very productive. Listen, that's two things that weren't there at the beginning of the day, right? So good.
Sorry, what wasn't there?
The tree and the rock. Oh wait, the rock is not in the game, but it's on the drive.
Oh, cool.
They're all going into the void.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna do some experimenting.
I love purple boxes.
Pulse feature is new, right? Yes, Ampy, that is brand new. Godot 4.4. I just upgraded today, and it's very cool. It is so useful. Okay, what if I do... Oh no, but that's doing the Z already.
Are you just trying to align the sprite with direction?
What if... Just 1 second. What if I... What's 90 degrees in radians? I don't know. Radians is 0 to 1.
I'm not even gonna try. Oh. I was using the wrong brush.
Okay. It is definitely not doing what I want. That's for sure.
Oh, rats.
I think this one is gonna need some Googling. My brain does not have the knowledge to understand this math. It's not rotating enough, which is interesting. So I may even be thinking about the axes wrong. Ooh, you're doing some little weeds.
Little grass.
Yeah, we're gonna need to fill the map with that stuff, and maybe even use a shader to make it sway. Make it respond to things walking over it. Would be cool. It would really bring the world to life.
Yes. Why is it called a blade of grass when it does not protect my house? That's a great question.
You'll find your answer, Mr. Magoo, on a movie that came out, I want to say in the 90s, maybe the 2000s. What is it called? It is called Aeon Flux. If you search Aeon Flux bladed grass scene on YouTube, you will find the answers to your questions. You heard it here first. Okay, so I need to figure out the rotation. I think they need to be smaller. And I'll also add a trail like we did for our dwarf game. If I boot that up real quick, we can see it in action.
The dwarves.
So this was the game that we were working on to learn 3D. We hadn't ever worked with 3D before, and it was really fun. If I boot this up.
Captain Maths, hello there. Are you guys a couple working on a game together? We are.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
We're just two nerdy nerds.
if I grab some pickups here, actually, let me do.
That's so awesome. Thank you. I think, you know, our skill sets are just very, very well matched for this.
So if you look at this little piece of ore on the ground, does that arc, and then it has the trail behind it. So that's the effect I want to get with the droplets. With the added rotation to the sprite, which is the complicated bit. Mining game. Yeah. We may return to this game. It's not quite playtest ready. Like, the prototype isn't finished, just because we need a lot more going on for it to be fun. But the idea is it's mixing what was it? It was Breakout and what was the other one? Someone put it perfectly. It was Breakout.
Luck Be a Landlord.
Right. Luck Be a Landlord Breakout. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. Where you and your team of dwarves mine out levels, and you have to meet the king's tithe. So there's this timer that goes down, and then you have to pay the tithe to the king. And if you can't do it, you lose. Was the idea.
But see, here the 3D rocks don't look weird in the same way that the house looks weird.
Yeah.
Why is that? Isn't that concerning?
I don't know. Well, if you think about the chains.
And like the crates also don't look weird. And those are 3D.
But the chains are...
The chains are 2D.
Are not slanted like the other sprites are. Like, they're actually vertical.
Yeah.
So we could test having the trees not as slanted.
Be vertical.
Maybe not vertical, but not as slanted.
Yeah. Because I think here the mix of 3D and 2D works
Yeah, it
very
works
well.
absolutely fine. Yeah, I agree.
And I think, again, the fact that these are textured as well. I think there is a little bit of jank coming from it just being a
just a box.
color box.
Yeah. True.
Is the level procedurally generated?
No. The layout of the level is preset. The spawning of certain things is randomized. The exit of the level is randomized. The ore is randomized. And these chests location is randomized. But the actual layout of the level is handcrafted. I can actually show you how that works. The way that I went about it I wanted like an easy way to make different levels. So you can see this here.
Easy peasy lemon.
This is how I built the levels. So I could take this, and if I wanted, I don't know, for some reason... Oh. Are you going to let me draw? Yes. if for some reason I wanted this over here, I just draw it. And then save that. And I don't think I'll necessarily get this. Oh, there we go. There you go. We got updated in real time. And the way I did that, if I do this perspective, you can see it's actually putting meshes in 3D space. And then I have a layer that determines the rock, and then I have layers that determine the exits and the chests and whatnot. And then I convert this information into, like, to place the actual level scenes after the fact. Yeah, and I did that with a mesh lib to create these different materials that you can place in a grid. And then I just check if it's the type chest, then I spawn the chest scene in those coordinates.
Chew, thank you so much for that.
It was really fun to understand how to do this stuff.
Antweed is saying you guys are leagues ahead of any solo dev. No cap. What a compliment. My
Thank
goodness.
you.
Thank you for that. That's very kind.
We've been at it for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was lurking, trying out your itch uploads. Well, I hope you found some of those fun.
Yeah.
I hope you had a good time with them.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun building those,
Yeah.
the gems and stuff.
They're all a little bit like different. Like I feel like there's some nice variety of games and jams now.
Yeah, we have a zombie roguelike. We have a cutesy memory game. We have a pinball game now. Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah.
All right. I'm getting kind of starvation.
Yeah.
So I think it's time to call it for today.
Yeah.
Good progress.
I drew a rock. Is it too hard to put the rock in the game?
We can do that. We can do that.
I want to see the
Sure,
rock.
sure,
I
sure.
wanna see it.
Rock. the rock.
The rock. Can you imagine I just put a PNG of like Dwayne Johnson in there. Creativity is never mind. Jamie, thank you for your fart.
Okay, we have a rock. Let's go over
The
to
ping pong
tree.
is cool, except if I lose my right hand.
Let's just duplicate this. Call it a rock.
Thank you for the stream. Thank you guys for hanging out.
Thank you.
Mr. Grimm, thank you for your fart.
Change that to be a rock. This, we lower it.
Yeah, we'll be heading out soon, but we will be back tomorrow, same time. If anyone wants to come back and watch me draw some more rocks. I had chili and onions. Nice.
There we go. Wait, let me do a little adjustment.
That's a big old rock. Dr. Evil, gracias. Thank you for your fart.
And also one thing that really ties in 2D sprites in 3D space is shadows. So after we add some contact shadows as just its own sprite and add in the shadows from the lighting, I think this would look very different as well.
Yeah,
so maybe
for
next
sure.
time we try that out.
Yeah. Mhm.
And that next time is tomorrow. Same time, same place.
Bim Diesel, hello. I'm so sorry you've arrived at this late hour, but where's the cat? The cat is taking a nap in the cubby right now. Oh, she woke up because
Did
I
you
said
ever
her name.
give her Mize's treats?
I didn't.
What if Mize left and they didn't get to see the treats?
No, then Mice can
So
get
sad.
free treats. Free treat ready.
Oh, they're still here.
Mice are here. Okay, wait. Give me a sec. Let me just put this down. There. sec. Sorry guys, I'm late. No worries, Vim. Thank you for coming in and saying hello. Her name is Maka. No, chew it. Chew it. She just swallowed the second treat whole. Makuku, destroyer of worlds.
Ooh, you had paella? Nice. Oh, I'm so hungry now. Right. I'll join you in the froge. Thank you so much to everyone that joined us today. If you enjoyed hanging out, consider giving us a follow. And yeah, feel free to check out our games on itch and Steam and whatnot. Appreciate you guys giving us the motivation to keep going. Yeah, I think we'll be taking you over to iHeart Funny Boys today. They are also using Godot 4.4 too. And they are working on their first commercial project, which is always a fun time. Chicken Chasers is the name. And it is a wild game. It's fun. It's going to be great. You know, give them some energy to keep them going. And like I said, we'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. And yeah, that's about it.
Thank you all so much for all the love and that crazy train today.
That was insane.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely insane.
I really do hope that some of you guys come hang out again. It was really lovely to have you all here. And,
Absolutely.
And yeah, it was such a good time. Thank you all so much.
All right. I'm going to click some buttons here. And we are ready to go.
Let's go. Time to go.
All right, nerds.
Love you, nerds. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
No one look, I'm putting chat. Oh. Oh my gosh, the nerdy nerds are raiding right when I was putting chapstick on. Welcome nerdy nerds! Welcome raiders! We're having some foot surgery. Oh no, I hope you feel better. Foot surgery, that'd be so frustrating. Farts for iFart rate? Thank you, Panda. Mr. Grimm 1223, welcome in. Thank you for reading. Antbeat, welcome. Odie Game Dev, welcome. We Heart Funny Nerds.